There you go.
I just had. I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm
we're
in. I
going. We've
just
got
had.
4 players. We are going.
Tortellini.
We are go. Even though 2 of you aren't actually officially a part of the party yet, we
I'm
are
just listening in. I'm not
go.
playing. I'm not playing today. I'm just listening until you tell me to play.
Why aren't
Exactly.
you playing? You wanted
He
to
is.
play the whole time.
Because I'm waiting for him to tell me when to join. Yeah.
Yeah. I've written a whole adventure to introduce. Well, it was originally just going to be to introduce one of you, but now it's 2 of you. Anyway, we'll go. We're going. We'll go.
Go.
Chat yet?
Hey,
Good,
what's
good
the points
afternoon,
of,
or evening, morning, everybody.
what are these two? Optical referendum and points of interest. What are those?
I don't know. We'll find out. Optical referendum is basically, I think, as a GM, I can call a vote and it will show you who voted which way. Points of interest, I haven't played with yet, but it's meant to be like you can stick graphic pins on the maps and stuff. So I'm going to play with those.
And what's loaded? What's loaded stage whisper?
I think if one player whispers to another player, the rest of the party get the notice that people are whispering, but that's all. That they don't know what they're saying, but they notice they're whispering. It's for paranoia, I think. I loaded them for fun. I probably loaded them to test and forgot to unload them, so they're there now.
Oh no, I'm just looking at the chat window and I've noticed some different icons. That's all. I'm just
I have a technical Fantasy Grounds question. Is there any way
Yes.
to put a link inside my notes so that I can just click to something and get the full description in the notes? Like I dragged one of the links to the notes and it doesn't stick. It doesn't put anything in there.
You could drag shortcuts. You could drag things to the shortcut bar, and then you press the appropriate function key to bring that window back up.
Oh, shortcut bar.
You mean like a
but you can't
website
put it
link? You can't, no.
Can't put it in the notes.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Well, we're starting a bit late, but here we go. It's an interesting one. But anyway, so when we left it last, you were all heading out. I forgot to load up the sort of Western style music because apparently Pinnacle said you can use their Deadland soundtracks without any copyright problems. And I meant to look one up to have you as riding across the plains of the moon on your giant space hamsters. But anyway, we won't worry about that. Sun is still not.
I forgot we've got giant space hamsters. That's right.
Yeah. So supposedly we'll be joined by Worthington Pendle. Oh, I can't remember his name without actually.
Jens.
I forgot.
Pettigrew.
Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth. That's it. Apparently he's meant to be on his way. But in the meantime, it's obviously Cernan who's not in the chat, and TK who is in the chat. So you're gonna have to talk to yourself for the moment, TK.
All right.
But anyway, the morning ride's been uneventful. The day's warm. The hourglass barely visible in the sky. There's no central sun. There's a number of objects in the center of the system that people call the hourglass. And but the air is calm and all is peaceful. Blam! Obviously, it isn't. You hear a distant explosion. TK and Serda, but Serda's not here to hear it. But I'll roll for him. Get to make notice checks. Okay, obviously you don't notice anything, but Cernan basically does with his notice. He taps you on the shoulder and points upwards. Looking up, you can see smoke and debris high in the sky. 2 objects seem to be falling. The nearer one looks to be the smaller of the 2 objects. It's burning as it descends, leaving a trail of smoke behind it. It lands less than a mile from you with a loud crump.
Oh.
The other object, though, is further away, is much larger, and is heading towards a forest on the horizon. You lose sight of it as it hits the trees. What do you want to do?
Guess we want to go and see what what's going on with the objects that just fell.
Okay, it's only a mile, and the giant space hamsters cross the distance quite quickly.
Okay.
A Benny haiku. The players are late. Give the GM a Benny. You snooze, you lose chance.
Hey, stop that. Stop it.
Yeah, now say let the bennies flow.
I love that. Thank you, Thomas. You reach a crater, and you see a cylinder 3 yards across, glowing hot and with faint sounds of movement coming from within.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, I couldn't
I'll-
resist.
I'll-
Suddenly, the
I'll-
top begins moving and rotating and unscrewing, and there is a sudden sound of outrushing air.
Hello. What have we got here?
Chances of it.
So basically, as the pod lifts off, as say a head sticks out and says, "Hello, what have we got here?" and something blue and oozy just sort of pours over the side and starts coagulating at the bottom of the
Ew.
pod.
Ew.
Pod bottom.
But anyway, someone said, "Hello, what have we got here?" So
What do you mean?
you guys.
Ooh.
I believe I said.
Ew.
Ew. You can tell you're from California, man. Ew. Oh, what are you doing here?
Where am I? And so is the blue ooze coming out of the capsule, or did the blue ooze come from the capsule itself?
The blue ooze came out of the capsule with you. The blue ooze travelled
When the
with
lid unscrewed, the blue ooze came out.
Oh, okay. I guess I know what the blue ooze is then.
It's booze.
It's like the green. It's like the red slime, but it's a green slime.
Well, I'm going to keep climbing out and dusting myself off, even though it's ooze.
Please do.
Okay.
So
And
a
I'm going to pull
humanoid
myself together.
climbing out. Your first, as far as you could, the first indication you get is it's an astral elf climbing out of the pod. As far as certain TK and Wellington are concerned.
how many?
All right.
How
well,
many?
do I notice? Do I believe that this thing is hostile?
Well, the astral elves have proven themselves to be very hostile. Yes.
Well, I slide
That's what I
down the
notice,
outside of the
Roll.
pod.
Do I think it's hostile?
Well, your first reaction was it's an astral elf. However, you do know with a notice roll with a raise like that, you do determine that actually you're now thinking this is more and more as this astral elf that's climbing out of the pod as we speak appears to be more is actually you think half astral elf rather than a proper astral elf. If you got some common knowledge rolls, be TK, Cernan, and Worthington.
How many bystanders am I looking at?
Officially speaking, today there are 3. I think there's only. I think with losing thingy, there's only. Well, the GIF isn't here, so you should have 1, 2, 3. Officially, there's 4, but obviously only 3 are
4.
vocal at the moment.
Okay.
should have been 5, but yeah.
So
From what you know of the Astro Elves, they're rather xenophobic, and therefore a half elf would be poorly treated by astral elves. But, sorry, you were trying to talk. Meanwhile, the blob at the floor seems to be coagulating, and I'll shut up now.
I slide down the outside of the capsule to the ground and start dusting myself off, trying to step out of the ooze, which I assume is some sort of safety ooze or something. and I guess I'm I'm looking up out of a crater, though I did try to. I say, well, I tried to land as safely as I could, but this ship was damaged by by whoever's building that space station. They seem really hostile. Do you know anything about that? They took us by surprise. And when nobody says anything, I start climbing out of the crater.
I'm gonna pull myself together and stand up.
Another Benny haiku. I feel sympathy. Fate is unkind. I am not. Let the bennies flow. Sorry, shutting off.
Nice.
I thought I
have
saw
no idea.
another
I have
Benny
no idea what's
activation
going
there.
on. So
Well, basically, there was a loud explosion in the sky. Two things fell out of the sky. One landed near you. One landed further away. So the one that's landed you, and a half astral elf's jumped out, and now what appears to be a basically the ooze seems to be forming up into a humanoid shape, and basically.
I was gonna see if the ooze was flammable.
Obviously, you do remember Glixagleb, who obviously stayed back on the Rock of Bral. So now, as it starts forming, you get the impression that the blue ooze may well be another plasmoid.
Oh, I'm definitely.
It's more green than blue.
I can probably more greedy.
so
Did I get in this capsule with another passenger or another crew member?
Yes, since we last spoke, someone else decided that they would actually turn up today after sort of not mentioning they would for months. Sorry for quite because they'd been on holiday. So I'm going to say you're not necessarily aware of it. Whether or not the blue, whether it's up to Blob, it's up to the Blob. If he might have been a stowaway, so you might not have met him. It's all down to you to explain everything, introduce yourselves, and
okay,
get the show on the road.
Who's
I'm leaving it as open as possible. It's your calls.
Well, what's your
in
name
that
and
case,
who's your
I'll.
companion? Well, what's your name and who's your companion?
I'm not sure yet. I just met them when we jumped into this escape pod. So
You jumped in after me.
I'll wait for the ooze to form up before I climb out of the capsule or climb out of the crater.
Well, don't expect any welcome aboards until you've introduced yourself, and we've made some determinations. But at least we won't. At least we don't have the feeling we have to repel borders.
Repel borders. We're not. We're disembarking from a ship. That's not the blue ooze speaking, is it?
No, that appears to be a rather large humanoid with a hippopotamus-shaped head, which obviously you recognise as a GIF. But obviously,
okay. Well,
just to give you a visual reference, he's sitting astride a giant space hamster and has a log strapped to the side.
I don't think our ship is in ship shape anymore, so I don't think you need to worry about boarding our ship.
I just ask that you consider it from our perspective. I mean,
well, my name is Jens.
I'm sure you're above the level, but honestly,
oh yes,
you just crashed into our ship, and you're now emerging with
your ship isn't
no
here.
weapons drawn, but still.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You left your ship back at the reserve. You're on you're riding. You and Mortimer are riding with other space hamsters. Giant space hamsters, if you remember.
Giant space hamsters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sorry, I got
the planet.
confused.
It's
The
not a
map
matter
I
if they're
pulled up
coming aboard.
was the map where we were on the ship. That's right.
Does your ship have lice? Space hamster lice?
I beg your pardon.
No, we're not on a ship. We're riding across a planet.
Right. No, I understand.
It should also be pointed out, in case everyone missed out on it, this Jens chap did mention something about seeing a space station and being attacked, for the record.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew what was up with that. They, like I said, they took us by surprise, and did you see the ship go down? Do you think it? Is there any chance that it landed safely? I'm afraid it may not have.
The odds are very much against it.
Yeah, this was a rather violent and
Gravity
rather
makes
violent
us,
and heavy-handed surprise attack. They didn't even
gravity
hail
makes
us on the
fools of
radio.
us all.
It
There are
went down
multiple.
that way.
Yeah, yes. As you point that way, you look. There are multiple plumes of smoke rising over the forest on the horizon. You suspect the crash has started a number of fires.
Oh, I think that means
Suddenly,
that
there is a flash in the sky and a bolt of lightning forks downwards. Then there is a sudden crescendo of music and silence.
Music?
Yeah.
Someone has a flair for the dramatic.
so I look at the blob, and
I'm going to put my hand and
mention
go,
that I think
hello,
think
my
our
name is
sh-
Blob.
well met, Glob. My name is Jens. I know I saw you on the ship, but it's good to meet you.
What did you say your name was?
Jens,
And,
as in guacamole.
and and you, sir?
Blob.
Blob.
You're the talkative type, aren't you? I'm Cernan. You see a male humanoid with wings.
Ooh.
And then you hear some clicking noise and see an insectoid clicking at you, holding what looks to be like a fancy trident, not knowing whether he needs to attack or not.
Oh, insect.
Yeah, don't be bugged by him. He's friendly.
That's a deep, gravelly
That's
voice
terrible.
for a blob. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and by the way, psionically, I'm telling you that's a horrible pun.
Suddenly,
Oh crap! I left Ventra on the ship.
Who is Ventro?
Excuse me.
My childhood parrot, my dearest pet, and my companion. Oh,
Stuart's not on board the ship.
well, I climbed back up the escape pod to see if I can find Ventro in case he slipped on the escape pod
The
when I
character
wasn't
is a
looking.
blob in this, a plasmoid.
No, the inside of the escape pod seems completely devoid of any additional individuals.
Oh, no.
I slide down the escape pod very slowly with deep melancholy.
Let's have a notice check from you.
Okay, let's see. What can I notice today?
Right. Well,
is everyone noticing or just
TK,
one?
Oh, well, TK felt like noticing anyway, but that's not a problem. Jens, you noticed that towards the back of the line, obviously there's the four of them on the giant space hamsters, although only three are talking. Obviously, there's mysterious. Obviously, they had 2 packs of giant space hamsters with them. Obviously, additional ones just in case. Fortunately, and you see, basically, it appears that one of the packs seems to be moving vigorously, and no one else seems to have noticed it. TK certainly didn't. But you could definitely hear muttering, swearing, and munching.
Wait a minute. Jens notices this, correct?
Yes.
And what does he notice? That somebody's pack from the
one of the
strangers?
packs. There's a 6th because there's now because I'm being hacked because obviously I don't want to make you guys walk when they're all riding. So obviously they had 2 additional giant space hamsters carrying supplies with them. What you've noticed is one of the giant space hamsters packs seems to be moving, and you recognize a voice that seems to be swearing inside in between the munching.
Oh my god! I clamber up the outside of the of the ditch where we landed, and
You
I
got to
start
say
running
that in
toward that pack, saying
Savage
"Vetro,
Doswell stream.
Vetro!"
Is there any response?
And if nobody intercepts me, I run to that pack and I start opening it as quickly as I can.
Okay, you open the pack.
Cernan is going to keep an eye on him, but he'll let him go and check out the pack.
As you open it up, there's a flurry of feathers that go everywhere, and basically lots of dry food starts.
Hello,
spilling out
Eleven.
of the
How are
pack,
you?
And as you frantically dip around inside, you find Venture at the bottom.
Venture, you found me. You are a miracle. You never disappoint. How are you, old boy? And I assume Vetro is like squawking at me and all angry and fluttering around. And
Yep.
but then eventually he lands on my arm or my shoulder.
Okay.
Well, that ends well. Now let's ride.
Yeah. Ventro, you amaze me.
You've got these spare hamsters.
There's a sudden thunderclap in the distance of the forest fires.
We tell where the music's coming from.
Well, it was a sudden crescendo of music and then eerie silence. It came from the fires. There's a sudden thunderclap over the area of the fires, and there seems to be a stream of bright objects flying up into the air. Then they seem to start falling down again. They look like precious stones. As they reach the zenith of the arc, they seem to sort of explode and fall back to the ground as if turned into rain.
When Jens was in the spaceship and when
Yes.
we were shot at and shot down,
yes.
Does Jens have any sense from where he landed, and since he essentially piloted this thing to the rough landing, does he have any sense where the space station was that he saw and where it would be in relation to the crash of the ship?
On the other side of the moon.
So it's something I wouldn't even be able to see from here.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the moon.
Were we shot down from the location the jewels seem to be flying up from?
No. Basically,
that's the remnants of your ships over there.
Oh, okay.
Not his ship, but the ship he was on. Yes. Okay, so introduction. As I say, introductions aside, are you heading towards the forest fires, as it were?
Absolutely.
Do you mind if we join you?
Let's investigate.
Well, I think it's your ship that's blowing up over there. So yeah, I guess you can probably join us.
Do you ride?
Okay.
TK's hungry. It sounds like there's some barbecue.
Jens is going to try and mount this Ventro's space hamster.
That's gentle hand.
Okie dokie. Without the riding skill, without the riding skill, you can ride them. It's just obviously in combat. In combat, you probably don't want to be riding them, as it were.
That one has very sensitive flanks. Be careful.
Even if I have athletics, I could ride.
Got to let the Benny slow, Kev. Someone said it in my channel.
I'll use my athletics to ride it.
Well, it's unskilled because it's a riding skill, but don't worry. I mean, it's a spaceborne adventure. Normally, you're not expected to. Why on earth are you showing me that?
Beg your pardon.
Sorry, no. I just blended. I'm just going. I'm just. Jimmy Monkers for Benny Flo going to other channel is too hard. So Jiminy said someone said it in his channel, so I just went to check that someone said it in his channel, and for some reason Twitch decided to show me some scantily clad lady with strategically placed cream upon her body, and it's like, no, I don't really want to look at that on Twitch.
Yeah, adverts. We love them.
Oh, is that some one of those streams that?
It should be banned, but they don't because they get 20,000 viewers watching girls in underpants.
Yeah.
Well,
All the
if I go
Bennies
on
into
stream of
the
my
little
underpants, I get banned
adventure.
instantly.
By the hero's choke. All the Bennies into the gullet of adventure by our heroes choke on their heroics as they blunder in the dark. Oh, thank you very much.
Hibbity's like,
11.
even if I put whipped cream on my nipples, they still ban me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm definitely losing the plot here. I'm going to just put the good guys over here.
Did we get any spare hamsters?
Yes, you conveniently had 2 spare hamsters because obviously.
We got more than that. We got a whole horde of them. It's just, I was
You all
supposed
bought
to
your
give
own
them
riding
one.
hamsters, didn't you? You
Yeah.
got all your yeah. I'm just trying to find. I just need to find. I need to go into here. I need to go into here. I need that, and then just need to put that there. Okay. Then I need to just go. Yeah. Share the map.
Map, share the map.
Oh, it's animated.
So as you get basically you get closer to the as you start making your way through the forest, you can see that a number of fires in the area. As you look through the the trees have been flattened ahead of you. You see the most disturbing and strangest of sights. Obviously, you've got the large gouge through the ground. You can see a very unusual looking ship. At the end of it, at the end of the furrow.
Cheers, dude.
And every so often, you all become aware that the ship sort of cries out as if in pain. But the whole area seems to be infested with all sorts of manners of unusual looking creatures.
Oh, it's one of my cousins.
Cat, get the fuck out of here.
A Vok. A Vox look nice.
Oh dear, was I not muted for that? Am I on push to talk? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Did you say oh for fur? Okay, we don't care. We thought you were talking to the hamsters. Right?
No, I don't want to get
okay,
him
I
in
don't think-
trouble on his.
I don't think Rafe's watching, so you're okay. I don't get a penny out of that one. Okay.
No, it's my fault. We got a second cat, and it's just.
Oh, yes, don't worry
Loves
about it.
you,
You know,
man.
you're allowed to swear. Only singing
loves
songs
you.
like "Mamma Mia, here I go again" that gets him in trouble. That's when he gets.
How can I resist you?
Yeah,
Shut up,
please don't do that.
apparently, I've read somewhere on YouTube you can't swear in the first 5 minutes or something.
Oh,
I don't
we're
know if
right then.
that's true or not.
That's probably a rumor. You know how those things get passed around the playground.
Indeed.
you know.
Anyway, Himini, over to you, sir. At the moment, they all seem to be they seem to be sort of meandering about the area. It has to be said
And that
there
always
does
sent
seem
a
to be a
crap
sort
off.
of look of I know it sounds they're acting in a sort of confused state, and they're unlike anything you've ever seen before.
They're like nothing I've ever seen before.
Whoa.
Jens is going to
Looks like-
advance looking for the ship. And he
Those
pulls
things
out
look like
his
walking
rapier.
goatsies. What the hell?
I should give
Oh
everyone
my
a free
God.
move. Wait, sorry?
They look like walking goatsies. Oh, that's horrific.
There seems to be something over here that seems to be just nothing but mouths.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or the
And then over
opposite end.
yeah. And then over here seems to be this red ooze pouring all over all over the ship, but it seems to be moving and coalescing into
Don't go too far, Blubbo.
a form.
Don't get out of
Anyone
my
else
hand
wants-
range.
Does
Okay.
Jens know anything about this stuff, or?
You recognise the crashed ship, of course, but
Okay.
again it cries out in pain, but nothing else, nothing at all. Oh, actually, you can make a notice check, Blobby Benny and Jens.
And these powers that I've got, are they just free actions?
They're from your rogue, so yeah, mystic
I
powers.
didn't
It's a free
notice
action to
shit.
activate one. I wouldn't worry about it. But however, what I will say is, unfortunately, from your perspective, you've totally failed to notice that there's a large spider's web there, and you basically you got yourself entangled in it. Not prone. I'm going to make you entangled in a spider's web at the start of combat because that makes life more fun for me.
Oh, fantastic! I make sure that Ventro is not tangled in it.
Wait, how did Cernan get up there? Is everybody
And
just
I
up there?
say,
I said everyone gets a free move.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
and I
guess I should
ask,
listen.
And Cernan moved.
Jens tells Ventro to look for Captain Radzanasa and see if he can find her or him, whoever it was.
Okay, Gens will fly on ahead then. Have a look.
Ventro.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
Well.
Ventro.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
So I'm going to boost
Jens-
trait and give you a +1 strength.
Jens is trying to cut himself out of the spider web if that's what's happening.
Sorry, I'm not.
Okay, this as Ventro flies forward, this Avok basically just unleashes a howl. You actually see like waves of vibration coming out of the large orifice in the middle of its body, which obviously appears to be some sort of mouth, but obviously seems to, because of the shape and size of it, seems to increase it, the resonance immensely.
Jens yells out in alarm, "Ventro, watch out!"
Oh dear, Ventro critically fails.
Oh no.
No, Ventro.
Okay.
Ventro.
Tables. Fear table.
You can't, Kevin. You can't do that to Ventro. Shouldn't I be making that roll? You shouldn't be killing
Ventro dies
Ventro
of a
with a
heart
roll.
attack. Ventro collapses. Ventro collapses to the ground in shock.
Oh no.
Okay, into combat. Himini, you are entangled.
Okay.
He's
Can I
bleeding
use my?
out.
Can I use my?
He's not. He's incapacitated.
I can use my boost trait thing. Yeah.
Yes, you can. It's a free action.
Right. So
But you are trapped in a web.
I want to give myself a strength +1.
Okay. Well, just spend the power points and apply the effect to yourself.
Or it's trait +1d. Yes. Okay.
Just remember that if you're within 10 inches of me, you get +1 to your spirit and vigor rolls.
Don't forget, you can only do athletics, stealth, and thievery, not strength.
Athletic. Okay. Well, I'll do it on the athletics then.
Okay,
Is this
so
to get out of the spider web?
Oh shit!
That's a free action.
Wait a second. DOS.
Yes.
Either if he was within 10 inches of me, is he?
Yeah.
He gets a free reroll on his fear check.
He critically failed, so
Doesn't matter, does it?
it doesn't matter if you critically fail. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can't spend beddies. It doesn't matter if you get a reroll. If you critically fail, you critically fail.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Yeah, he can re-roll if he wants to. He's still critical.
But how do I break out of a web?
Athletics, just an athletics check.
Can Jens do that too?
Have you done the effect yet? For the...
Jens isn't trapped.
You give me the
It's only
athletics
Himini.
trait +1 die.
Yes, of course I can. You know, for an extra PowerPoint, you can make it +2.
I didn't know that. So I'll spend an extra PowerPoint to make it +2.
I thought it was 2 power points for the raid.
Oh, is it an extra? Is it 2 for a raise? I'll have to check. Sorry.
PowerPoints are bennies? I'm sorry, what's a power? Oh no, PowerPoint is magic. I don't have any PowerPoints.
Yeah, it's me you're talking about. So yeah, I'll put it down. I've spent 4 points now, so +2, please, sir.
Ventro, I'm coming as fast as I can.
It's a raise for additional PowerPoint. It's a raise for 2. Yeah, it's +2 for a raise. Okay, so you get to make your athletics
Oh,
check
you got
to
this.
try and break free
I
of the
can
web.
see 2 effects on the combat tracker.
Yeah, and I've just deleted you from the combat tracker instead of deleting them.
Thanks.
I'm not having a good day.
Thanks very
I'm
much.
having a
I
good day.
had a joker.
I'm not having a good day there. I just delete. Right.
There was a
So
queen
I'll
I
move the
was on when
combat-
I had a
I'll move
queen.
yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'll put you down at the bottom of the screen, combat tracker, for a second. Then I will open this back up. Then I will go back to powers. Then I will go to because you went and added a second one just to wind me up. Didn't
No,
you?
I didn't add it. I didn't add anything. Just
Oh,
popped.
'cause
It
t-
just
well,
appeared, and then it just
it just
went.
appeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was. That's what I was about to say. You've just given me an extra plus spot, so now I've got plus 15 athletics, which is I don't mind.
Okay, right. Make your athletics check.
Do it.
Okay, you break free. I do need to actually give you a card.
That an entire action over, or can I do something else?
Well, that does count as an action breaking free, but obviously moving is still a free action.
You've removed me off the map as well, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to put you back. You are there.
Obviously, I'm not going to walk straight into that fire, but I'm going to stand near it.
Right.
Then I'm going to pass my turn, but since I shouldn't do that because it. Oh, actually, I can. There you go. I can. You move me back.
I did move you back because I realised you need to do stuff, so that's okay. Okay, the red ooze is just doing much at the moment. It's just sort of lying. It's sort of sorting itself out as it were. So it's literally sort of coalescing. It's
Pulling
spread
itself
out all
together.
over the edges and pulling itself together. Yes, Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the fourth. And I should have pointed out, if you haven't pressed the 2 cross swords in the top right hand side of your sidebar, so you can view the combat tracker. That's more for just gents, probably because gents probably hadn't turned it on. Just so you can see where you are in terms of initiative. Okay, Worthington, over to you, sir.
Right.
Oh, he's targeting people.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
No, Worthington is. Don't worry.
Okay.
So for starters, I am going to. Where's my powers? Wonder Twin powers. Activate.
Chabanana. You got a big ass battle tomorrow, 11.
That I want.
Big ass battle.
I'm gonna share that with everybody.
Let me know the amount of cards we're about to get through.
And I will also do.
Level-headed that does what? Lets us pick 2 cards, isn't it?
Basically, Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the fourth, out being a cavalier, has got a battle herald, battle banner. And he can use that to inspire you. And basically, he's given you all improved level-headed edge for this combat. So everyone gets dealt 3 cards from now on and takes the best card. So get ready for a ridiculous amount of jokers.
Right. And then so also I am going to. What do you guys want? Fighting +2 or toughness +2?
Toughness.
All right. So I'll also say their attacks do not affect you. Mind over matter. Get stuck in.
Nah, only 2. Although.
And then
4 is much more fun.
finally,
I'd use 4 in superpowers, superheroes and stuff. Yes.
also going to
Play to the entire galaxy at stake here. It's a serious game we're playing here.
give
It says
everybody
tongue
a.
cheek.
I was going to say, attack him
Look, I
first.
see an Ewok.
The one that attacked our parrot friend. And I'm going to give him everybody a +2 to fight against him.
Multi actions are really, really cheesy when you don't need to roll anything.
Yeah.
And I'm saying good use of your multi actions. Don't think. I mean, very good. up to 3 actions in all of them there. So you're giving it, yeah, that was Avok 5, wasn't it? So you're giving that to him.
Yep. And then
yep.
where are my powers
So that,
again? Why do I can't? That is Order of the Astral Dragon, I believe. Is that yes?
Yep.
Fighting +2. That lasts to the end of the round,
Yep.
and then
so basically, you all get +2 to hit that particular Avok that just killed, that just
somebody
basically
go right
caused
forward
Vetro to have a
towards it.
heart attack. Okay, and then you ride, then you ride forwards on Mortimer. I'm assuming the rest of you not having combat trained the giant space hamsters are off the bat. But if you want to bring your giant trained jets, if any of you did have any specific giant space hamsters and you want to use them in combat, just remind me and I will add them to the combat.
And mine's tied up to a tree.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, that brings us to Cernan.
Take the tied up to a tree method as well.
Sounds good to me. Cernan.
Did you see Sargon joined us?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put you back on the combat tracker.
Well, to bring you up to speed, parrot down, parrot down.
Good lord. Somebody's going down a water slide.
Okay. Oh, don't worry about the request to interrupt. That was me just to give him his card back. Cernan advances to there. And he hits the Avok number 5 with a raise.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Holy
I think I just stuck my spear down his throat.
I think you did. Splat. Down it goes.
I look over my shoulder at Worthington and go, next.
Well done, well done. Ventro, I'm coming. I'll be right there. Hold on, Ventro.
Turn off grid, snap to grid. I'm going to move to there.
Uh-oh, the eater's getting lively. Heads up.
Okay, so it's going to use the main. The eater does its main mouth bite attack on Cernan, not a critical. Yeah. Okay, then 4 of the multiple mouths on tentacles attack Cernan.
You'd think he'd go for the blob with all that.
The other 4 additional tentacles go for the blob. It's got 10 separate little mouths on tentacles, so it can do up to. It gets 11 attacks around.
Hit me.
It bit you.
So the combat tracker.
You know, the bit I just turned into jelly and it missed.
It does, yes. Indeed, it basically all these jaws come at you going bite, and basically you avoid. Cernan avoids all of them. Okay, what's next? We've got Jens. You're up, sir. Yep. So you've got improved level heavy inspiring commands, and it's your move, sir. You can move up to your base. To remind you.
First order. Am I still caught in a spider web? And
you never were.
So, I never was.
I was because I critically failed. Yeah, I walked straight into it like an idiot.
Because Blob him and he failed his notice check. I had him walk into a web because I'm evil.
Oh, okay. So my first order of business is to run over to Ventro.
Okay.
And cradle him in my arms and rescue him and bring him, give him first aid and bring him back to life. Whatever needs to happen. Ventro, I'm here.
Okie dokie. So that will. Let's have a.
Actually, can I do one other thing? Do I have a? Can I do an attack?
Of course you can.
Okay. Then I have a question about a trait. I
Yes.
have I guess it's not a trait. Whatever
Edge.
it is. Edge. The edge
Yes.
is martial flexibility. Does that mean I can take an edge of my choice
Yes.
right now?
Once per combat.
Once per combat.
So my
It has to
once
be
per
combat
combat.
edge.
Got it. So my once per combat edge for this one is first strike.
Okie
Can I
dokie.
do that?
You
And
certainly
then
can.
you already targeted for me. I take it. So
I did. I was trying to be helpful.
I am going
Right, there you
to attack. Since I have one, I'm using one. I'm going to attack with my rapier and only my rapier, just because of the circumstances. So here we go. Oh, that was so close.
That's the way I decided it should be a 3-round burst. I auto completed that. With a raise, best you could do. Go for damage.
Okay.
That's a wound upon the eater.
Okay.
You have to
And
spend
with
one
my
of my
other
pennies.
what?
You spent no.
And with
Never forget, making the GM spend bennies to stop something taking damage is always a good thing. I have a finite pool of bennies.
and
You
with
just
my
have
offhand, I'm taking care of
Theoretically.
Ventro.
Yeah,
With my offhand, I'm taking care of Ventro.
you scoop
Yeah.
up with your offhand. You scoop up with your offhand. You scoop up as you pick Venture up. His head's to one side. His tongue's lying out, sticking out. His eyes are stark wide open. And his wings
Stop
are
right
just
there.
back.
Stop right there. You're breaking my heart. Ventro. Poor Ventro. What would I do without you, Ventro? And I think somebody's else. Oh, Ventro's turn now. He's gonna come back to life. There we go.
He I can't spell, but anyway.
I start
Just
giving
let the
Ventro CPR and mouth to mouth.
Elspeth says, "Let the bennies flow." There you go. Yeah, your CPR Venture. He does look very, very, very kaput, I'm afraid to say.
Okay. I will start first aiding him if I know any combat first aid.
Well, yeah, you're shaking him, going, "Oh no, oh no, oh no!" Right, let's see what Avok. Oh, pace of 12.
Oh no, it's Avok's go.
He gets to there. Avok
Having a
number
go.
2. Where's Avok number 2? He's way off. Let's see what happens with him. Which would be that one. Number 2 runs.
Cleared off 11.
Getting 15. We'll get into there. They're all going to have to run, aren't they, basically? Because they're all miles away from you.
They can walk slowly if they want. We don't mind.
Oh, look what I can do.
Is it evasion or what is it to evade that one?
Okay.
Oh Lord.
I don't see how this thing can even walk, let alone run.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember, you get free,
okay. At least
you get free fear rerolls.
Indeed.
Remember.
Okay. Anyone inside the cone is directly in front of the creature when it howls is much worse off. The piercing sound will penetrate the nerves, requiring a fear check at -2. Okay. So this Avok howls at all of you. You all get to make a fear check, which is a spirit check at -2. And as was pointed out, you all get a free re-roll if you want to use it.
Rally, boys.
Oh, bollocks. And I'm going to spend a penny on re-rolling that, actually. Yeah, I'm not going to get fear.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out whether I succeeded or not.
You need
did
a 4.
I even roll?
You did. You rolled, but you got a 2. Because it's at -2, you got a 2. You need a 4.
You can do /roll fear, and that does it. And put the penalty -2 in the box.
What was the incantation / roll?
Yeah.
Fear.
Space fear.
Fear -2.
You have to put the -2 in the modifier box manually.
You can type it too.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do that. I didn't realise. Okay, I'll shut up and award
Okay.
pennies to everyone because I didn't know you could do that. There you go.
I succeeded, I think.
You did.
That-
Did anyone fail after all your free re-rolls and Benny rolls?
Well,
trust
I'm
you
not
not,
sure
it's
yet
not-
because I've got to spend another penny.
Okay,
I
and
did.
another Benny.
Thank you for the
so many
bennies.
bennies. I finally stopped putting the -2 in, but I finally popped a 6, so that passes.
If you failed, you just get to roll. You get to roll on the fear table with a +2 modifier.
18. Minor phobia.
Okay, you have a fear of loud sounds.
Makes sense.
I was gonna have a fear of dead parrots.
Did everyone else make? Sargon's okay because Sargon's out of the area of effect. Sargon gets Sargon just has to make a Sargon's and no, you actually have to be in the cone. Ignore what I'm saying. You have to be in the cone.
It would have to be a fear of dead parrots because everybody has a fear of parroting the dead. See that if you reverse the order, it means something different. Because the English
Right.
to
I'm treating that as an anti-Benny. There we go. So everyone.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, but I was taking a biscuit out of a packet, so
That was an anti-Benny. That's where you say something so awful, the GM gives everyone else a Benny because you had to listen to it. Anyway, where were we? I need to give a phobia of loud
Benny,
noises.
I've done it already.
What's an Uncle Benny? Is that just somebody you don't want to see at Thanksgiving?
Anti-Benny.
Yeah, I was just saying, what's an Uncle Benny then?
An Uncle Benny. I don't know. Uncle Benny. We'll have to work that
dude.
That's another one, isn't it?
Okay. For the record, everybody who's just made a fear check is now immune to any more fear check requirements for the rest of this day.
Good deal.
But those that haven't made a fear check obviously aren't immune yet.
Are still subject to anti-Benny.
Okay, 8 gets me to there, so I can possibly. I'm just seeing it. I'm just going to see if I could get the last two of you in the. Yes, I can. Look at that. 8 to there gets me to there. Yeah, there you go.
What is there? Oh, I see.
So that's fear checks at -2 for Mortimer, Worthington, and Sagan, and then Sargon, I should say, and then none of you have to worry about fear checks for the rest of the day from these things.
Not Uncle Carl.
The Evok is going to attack the other Evok?
Why did I Oh, it didn't apply the.
Oh, don't worry. We know you rolled a 1. We know you rolled a 1.
Come on.
Sargon needs to make a fear check as well.
There we go. That's what I needed. Now, Morty.
Which you
hang on to your.
You have to do a spirit check for Morty because roll fear won't work because obviously you have to do a spirit.
Spirit.
Yes, Sargon. Morty fails.
Damn it. Morty critical.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be like more like the Morty? If Thingy succeeded, he could use a riding skill to stop his hand.
No, Morty's just going to die of a heart attack too.
That's just, but
All
that's
the
from all
animals
the
this
extra
time, huh?
That's from all the extra calories he eats, not because of.
Hang on, is Morty a wild card yet?
No,
Poor
not yet.
Morty.
He's not yet. In that case, Morty just panicked. You don't have to worry about that roll. Morty just panics. He's not yet a wild card. I know he's going to be at some point. Okay. Which means Morty instantly squeeze in shock, and basically you both. Well, I will give you the chance to choose to jump off if you want, but otherwise Morty's going to run the full 9 inches all the way back there.
That's fine. I'm going to dismount. Damn it.
You can. I mean, you can dismount with that roll. It's just on. There you go. Yeah, you basically you let Morty run in panic, but you effortlessly.
You syphilisly.
Shut up! Stop it! You're just making it worse for me now. I hate you.
I'm fixing my dice because they're fucked. Everyone needs to do that to reset their dice.
It worked for me the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are nice colors. What style dice is that?
I don't know. Of them.
Uh,
I've got all of them. I
Jesus,
just change
thanks.
them around all the time. Which one is it? It's the let me find.
That looks like was that the Analyst of Focus dice? I'm not sure. The Knots of Fate. It's one of the new ones. I know that. So we're just waiting on Sagan to make his fear check.
It is the Analyst of Focus Frost Boil.
I need to make a fear check?
Afraid so. This one caught you in
what?
its area of effect.
You got zapped.
You got zapped.
The giant goatsy is yelling at you.
Ah, okay.
It's worthy of a fear check.
At -2, I'm afraid to say.
Just
It's
zoom
very
in at
loud
those-
and piercing.
Zoom in at those fuckers and just see.
Oh, he's okay. Look at that. No problem at
Well
all.
done.
Okay.
See,
are
I
now
fixed his
immune to
dice.
you're now immune to
Fixed everyone's
Yeah,
dice.
you're now immune to fear the rest of their fears. Okay, so this one is just going to move to there. 1 more inch, which gets to there, and it's just out of range of TK. This one spontaneously explodes. Oh dear, combat tracker moved up to the top because of that. That brings us to TK. And I do mean literally, one of them just exploded for no apparent reason. And when I say no apparent reason, that's actually wrong. Its flesh started undulating and vibrating, and then it basically got bigger and bigger and bigger until it burst.
Which one did that?
It was over there.
Oh, far away. Okay. The blob is spreading out.
I'm gonna wild attack with my improved sweep.
Okay.
However, before I was gonna have Buzz challenge one of them, see if I can distract him.
Want Buzz, technically speaking, you want Buzz to move away before you sweep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. Buzz is over there.
Yeah. But he comes in, flies around one of them, buzzes off again. Go for it. Okay. Well, I think you hit them both. No, that's damage actually. Roll to hit.
Oh, I
first.
did damage. My bad. Shit.
Well, I'm not going to worry. I mean, you did more. You would have done more damage if you'd done it the other way around. But it doesn't matter. You've killed the two. You've incapacitated both of them. So with the damage
That's a
you
lot
rolled,
of
so
blood. Okay. And
I shall leave it at
that's
that.
it.
That brings us, last but no means least, to Sargon.
Okay, first up, should I have Battle Herald and Inspiring Command?
Yes, you should. You just weren't here at the time, so let's do
No,
that.
that's fine. That's why I'm asking.
And let's do that. There we go. I won't bother putting the counters on yours because they'll just go down. You know what I mean? When we'll just take them off when all the others do, because they won't work properly anyway. So
Okay. And what are we killing? These Evoc things?
pretty much everything in this place seems to be hostile towards you at the moment.
Everything that's red.
Okay.
Kill it in the face.
Alright. So I want.
Is there any way to prevent Fantasy Grounds from popping the map to the current player?
Yep, go
Yes.
to
Yes.
settings and go to
Options.
Go in
the
your
turn
settings.
auto center off.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's under per user. Turn off auto center. I wish it would default to off, and you have to turn it on rather than the other way around. Annoys me.
What is the setting I need to turn? I'm in options now.
Turn auto center map.
Auto center map.
Is that near the bottom, the middle, or the top?
You got,
It should be the
it's
last
it's the
one.
last one on the list of things
Scroll
for
down
per
till you
user
see
and
the
option.
stuff that you can set.
You should see bars saying game combat token. You want to look under.
Want to look on per user, top to top list.
Oh, per user. Got it. Oh, got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
It's so
Alright,
annoying. It is so annoying, that one.
It should be off by default, yeah.
It should be off by
But then
default.
people might not know it exists.
6 points. Spent.
The biggest problem with it is you've got some invisible monster on the map, and everyone notices the map keeps centering on it every time it's its turn, as it sneaks up on the path.
I'm going to cast a fireball right in the middle of the map for no apparent reason.
Alright, I leave an after
Okay.
image. As I'm willing to bet I need to run. Oh no, wait, with my speed.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, hang on. You get a free movement because you weren't here at the start. You can have a 3 movement before you actually start your combat initiative.
Map's big enough. I'm still gonna be kicking off speed and
Okay.
quickness anyways.
Okay.
So I'm kicking that off. I will leave an after image as I blur over to there.
Oh,
Okay.
I should have had 2 strikes because I had the first strike ability, I think.
No.
No?
First strike's different. First strike is
Strike
when
they approach you.
someone comes to you.
Oh,
When
really?
when an adversary comes to you and enters your melee range for the first
You
time.
hit them before they hit you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay,
You get to
good
hit
to
them
know.
before they get up on your junk.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, I need to run to get over there.
And it can screw them up because if you shake them or worse, then it
Mhm.
becomes whether they're not able to really act unless they
It
spend
sounds-
a penny to do it.
It sounds good. It's just different than what I thought it was.
And I got frenzy. Yeah. If you got questions about combat edges, well, Sargon, I have under my powers tab at the very bottom. There is a MP Warrior's Gift. Copy
Yes.
that over to him because I have a list of all the combat edges I could find, and maybe
Oh
some
my
I'm
goodness.
not sure I found. But I can drop them as an effect on myself for keeping track.
Brilliant.
Where does that-
Okay. I should just
Where does that show up?
Under powers tab.
Under
When he
powers.
drops it there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Wow.
That's good.
Oh, I'm
Alright,
doing
so-
apply. I didn't mean to apply. I was trying to open it up.
Don't worry.
No.
You didn't apply it. You just
How do you reference
Pop it
it?
in
How
the
do you
chat
open it
again.
up?
So
There's a
drag the
little
dragon,
red square
drag
on the right hand
dragon blade
side. Yeah.
onto your powers. You have to drag the dragon onto your powers, and it should show up in your powers, and then you can double click it.
Yeah. We'll
The little red thing, if you look zoom in, it's actually a dragon. But yeah.
It looks. Oh, look, there you are. If I do that, that will open it for you anyway.
How did you? I opened it, but it was empty. It was blank.
It was? Oh.
Did you share it?
But yeah, I have it. I have it. I'll figure it out.
I'll try sharing.
That's
just
it.
to be
Sharing
sure.
it does the trick. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now it works. Thank you.
I think I
Whatever.
just shared it with
something happened.
everyone, but sorry about that.
No worries.
Now, can I edit this and add even more powers or effects or powers? Because I found more than that.
Well, remember, that's combat edges. It's only it is
Yes,
Only combat
I
edges.
understand.
Yeah.
and there are more combat edges, but they're not necessarily going to be useful ones.
I looked through 5 different edge lists, so there's a lot of combat edges.
But there's nothing stopping you adding. If there's any more you want to add, there's nothing to stop you adding more, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't have. You'll have to follow that. The dollar sign inside of the square brackets is how you get for edges that have combat effects that you need to have the edge to get the effect, like nerves of steel or level headed. You have to actually have that with the dollar sign in front of the name of the edge to get a benefit if it's something that's got automation. So yeah, blur over there and swingy swing.
Swingy swing, go for it. I made that 19 inches. I made that. Actually, it was less. I'm going to call it 40. I'm going to call that 14 inches of movement. So you've still got another 12.
Yep.
Because I forgot to make a note before I accepted it, so I'm officially calling that 14 to get to there.
I'm going to Benny that roll.
Okie dokie.
Both to hit.
Looks like you're just going to hit it the once, I'm afraid.
I've got so many pennies. Is it worth going again? Yeah, we'll save it for damage. So
they're not that tough for the record.
Long
So
sword.
as long as you don't roll really low like that, I'm afraid. But you shook it, which means you can move on if you want without effect.
Doss, when Morty becomes a wild card, does he advance in levels?
No, he just basically means he gets the extra dice.
He's still an extra
hit dice and he gets pennies.
He's just an extra. He's a wild card extra rather than if that. I know that's a contradiction in terms, but yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll move on to Avok 1 and see if I can.
He only advances in the same way. He'll advance only in the same way that he's advanced up to now. Is when you know, because of your cavalier abilities.
Gotcha.
That's the only way he advances. Okay, you move to the second one. And you skewer that one. Down it goes. I splattered the wrong. I splattered the wrong one, but it doesn't matter. I'll move that one down to there.
Good enough. And turn.
You've still got 10 inches of movement if you want to use it. Okay, Blob No Himiny gives everyone a Benny as if you needed them. And he's up next. Right, let's get
Blob
going.
No Himiny. You called it Himiny?
Yeah.
He always puts Himiny in his names.
I put Imini in all of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Vox. That's good enough.
But you can call me Blob because it's easier.
I'm
The actual
waiting
long
to
version is
play,
Blob No Himini has to make it out. It goes on for a bit.
I'm just waiting for you to play a chimney sweep. Himiny, hooray.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Extraction lets me move away without getting hit, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm going to move.
You, like away from 3.
I'm going to move so he's in my. I need to get my reach done, don't I? Just moving so he's. I mean, I'm out of his reach. Actually, I don't know what his reach is, but I'm assuming he hasn't got as good a reach as me. I'm in real close. Can I hit him from there?
Your reach should be
+1 because
There we go.
yeah, he's in my reach square.
He is now because I've extended your reach correctly. Is you? Yeah, you can extend. You can make it basically. He being a plasmoid, he can extend his limbs extra long to give him reach 1. I do need to make some extra edges that let you have extra, spawn out extra limbs that will allow you to perform a second action without multi-action, but I haven't done that. Thinking about it the other day. Okay,
Well,
you hit the eater.
You've got the new improved frenzy in there.
Right, that's the first attack. Right, Benny, the damage on the first attack.
When did you add that? The new improved frenzy.
Whenever they change the rules, I believe.
That was quick.
Whether I've released it is another matter. I've lost track.
New improved frenzy. What's that?
So basically,
you don't have to. Frenzy has to normally had to be on one action and improved on a second action. You can now instead with improved frenzy, you can now get 2 extra dice on one action instead of having to multi-action.
I think, did I kill that thing? I did. There you go. I sliced and diced it.
You did.
Okay.
The eater explode. Well, literally, you slice and dice it, but it does literally burst when it dies. It's quite unpleasant. And the thing that lands on the body, it bursts when it dies. It bursts, and the body, the thing that lands on the ground appears to be quite furry. Which the eater, that eater thing with loads of mouths had no fur on it, but what's left on the burst thing that's on the ground appears to be sort of very fur covered, in what looks like fur covered skin. Anyway, Wavington, you're up.
Right. Well, without my mount.
Still in that Avok's still in reach of you. Yep.
I'm gonna take a multi-action.
Without your mount, your reach is not. You've lost your lance, so your reach is down to 1.
Yeah.
0.
Well, I didn't lose my lance.
No, it's on. Well, no, I know you're still holding it, but you got. Yes, I'll shut up. I'll give it.
I stow it on. I stow it on my back when I'm not on board, so that the banner's still like projecting up from the end of my lance.
Point taken. Okay, you move up to the evoke.
All right, so I will just hit him with my sword, won't I? Or maybe not.
It dances to the side as you try to
Wrong
hit it
side.
with your
It danced to the wrong side. What the fart?
Because you're on foot, you're not used to it.
All right, fine. Be that way. And then, because he made me mad, give everybody a +2 to hit this bozo here.
Yeah, you swing at it, miss, and go, oh, someone just kill it.
Bottomless.
Should have said that
Not
first.
moving anything, don't worry. There we go.
All right, where is he?
We got it targeted.
Sorry, I'm slow sometimes. I am all the time. Let's be honest.
Okay. Yep, it's applied. Okay, now I'm curious to see if it automatically rolls a spirit check for Mortimer. No, it doesn't. Mortimer gets to make a spirit check. If he fails it, he's off the map.
It's a Spirit Morty.
Spirit Morty, yep. Ah! Mortimer stops being panicked and basically screeches to a halt at the very edge of the map there. Next turn, he can return. That brings us to Cernan.
Excuse me.
Well, Cernan is going to go ahead and attack this Avok over here that Worthington seems to be upset with.
Yep.
Yeah, I got plenty of them. Let's.
He hit it.
Yeah, but I want the raise.
You want the raise. He wants the raise.
Oops, didn't give it to me.
Did the raise hit? Oh, you know why? Because that was probably
the first attack that rolled the damage
first
for.
Attack, yeah.
So
Which
probably
would be
not
7.
do a whole lot.
It'll shake it.
Like I said, I've got lots of bennies.
Go for it.
Oh wow, man! It really wants me to spend some of these bennies.
This is ridiculous.
There's a little better.
Still a 1 in there.
Much. Okay, at least we got the wound.
Yeah. Again, when this one, as you basically skewer this one, it does burst with an alarming pop, and when it falls to the ground, again, it appears to basically seems to almost like sort of collapse into like a furry corpse.
With some sort of little fuzzy thing. Okay. I again, over my shoulder, I say, there you go, next.
Oh, you can make a notice check from there if you want. Actually, Cernan. There appears to be a very impressive and very shiny shield. Looks like a small, a medium shield. Sorry, a kite-shaped shield that the ooze seems to be slowly sliding down off to on the ground. Very well made, very ornate design. Sagan.
Okay. That one's close enough that they can probably deal with it, so I will continue on. D8, that should be something else. That's double check. Should be a D10. Let's try that then. I'm going to boost my strength. Yeah. 4 points. And there we go. All right. My soul knife gets even bigger than they've ever seen it before. I will swing.
Yeah, you hit it twice.
How does Jens get spicy dice?
They're dice packs through Fantasy Grounds. There's different. There's a bunch of different versions.
It's an add-on that they give you.
If you there's a little dice icon. There's a little dice icon under the toolbar. If you click on that, that will show you sort of all the dice, but all the fancy ones you have to pay for.
Got it. Thank you.
So I will kill. That is dying.
Yep. Again, that one dies with a loud and sort of bursts all over the place.
Did you just do that thing with your finger where it popped?
Yep.
And I'll move on.
He has a couple of those creatures handy, and he just squeezes them to make that sound effect.
Oh, you have little
if you can guess what
tribbles. He's got
now.
tribbles in his room.
What's the code to import Swell module? I've forgotten. Is it module import? No, it's not. Where is it?
Old DOS. We know he's a triple squeezer.
There we go.
The command is. Yeah, it's module import.
I don't even know what that means. It just sounds real good.
No, it's not.
So if you do that with a module that's pre-existing, you can import it into a new campaign.
I'm just trying to remember the command to take some M3L code and import it into Fantasy Grounds. I just can't remember the command off the top of my head because I'm trying to do it in the middle of a game. Because I realised I've left some. I need to create a module because I forgot to do something for today's game. Okay. In the meantime, you popped another one.
Isn't it module make?
Might be module make. Let's try that.
No, that's not going to import it.
No, that's the one I wanted. It was module make is the one I wanted.
Yeah, he said import, but then when he described what he wanted, it sounded like module make to me. But
it was 1, 2, 3, 4 tables. That should do it. Now, if I take that, sorry, I just realised I haven't done a couple of tables I need. That gives me the tables. Huzzah! So if I export that, I'm going to call that. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do it earlier. It's not a player module. File name's name's the same. Export. There we go. That gets me the module. Of course, actually won't do me any good for today because being a module, I'd have to reload it before I can use it. But that's I'd have to reboot Fancy Ground, so I'm not going to do that.
Isn't there a way to do that though?
Not found out a way to import a module that didn't exist when Fantasy Ground started. I haven't worked that one out yet.
There isn't a way of doing that.
There is there?
No, there isn't.
There's reload, but you can't have any players in it.
Yeah, you boot everyone out if you do reload, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. If we need it, I can roll on another table. Basically, I've created the table I need in another copy of Fantasy Grounds. So if the worst comes to the worst today, I can use the other copy of Fantasy Grounds. Do you know what I mean? If we need it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, Jens, you're up. I'm afraid Ventro doesn't appear to be responding to anything, I'm afraid.
Not responding? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
if he's an extra, his survival doesn't isn't resolved until the end of combat.
Huh?
Ventro's dead, mate.
No, he's not. I'm putting him in my vest and securing him for full first aid.
For later. No problem.
For later.
Understood. For later. No problem at all.
And then I'm trying to move 4, but I don't know how far 4 is. So
well, that's I was going to say, what you can do is if you drag out slowly, it should give you a little counter, so that tells you that's 6.
Oh.
What's it say? Why is your pace 4? It should be 6. Are you encumbered? You're encumbered.
I'm encumbered.
Yes.
My pace is 4. I'm encumbered.
It should be. Hello, Elspeth. How are you? You're encumbered because of your backpack. But that's fine. That's why your pace is 4. That's why your pace is 4, because of your heavy backpack. But that's okay.
Okay, and then I'll keep an eye on.
Actually, you're not encumbered. I've just realised when you're wearing clothing, it doesn't weigh anything.
There we go, and I'll keep my eye on that AWOC or whatever he is.
Okie dokie. No problem
That's
at
it.
all. Okay.
Like an Ewok, but an Avok.
Oh no, it's definitely not like an Ewok. Nothing like that.
Avok.
They're more like, to be honest, they're more like those things. If you remember the original Half-Life, those animals that used to make the noise, they wind themselves up and make the noise. They're more like that. Anyway, this ooze is going to slime off the shield across the ground, and
In this way.
attempt it. And it's going to attempt to envelop Cernan, but who manages to avoid it, so he's not enveloped by the red ooze. Vok number 1 has recovered and been shaken, but was shaken. So Vok 1 explodes. That brings us to TK. Not exactly stable, these things. TK, you're up, sir.
Yep.
Everybody still there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
I was just measuring things out.
TK bounds across the
And that's a
burning
pound,
forest.
so I think that's +2 to damage if it hits, right?
It is.
Oh, except I did the wrong thing. So 1 hit, 1 miss.
Okie dokie. Basically, you land on the red ooze, claws scratching and slicing, and the thing doesn't seem to be very tough. It sort of basically slices up very quickly. Again, it basically, after a certain point of amount of damage, it seems to lose its ability to hold together, and like everything else around here, disturbingly sort of pops as it bursts and falling to the ground amongst the. But basically, stops being an ooze and seems to sort of collapses to the ground in a more sort of pile of fleshy kind of way, and you notice a glint of something as it falls to the ground. But congratulations, everything seems to. There's also a final scream of pain from the ship as it seems to die itself. And all there were certain lights around it that were inside it fade and go out.
And I don't know what the shiny thing is.
But at that point, combat is technically over. So I shall unlock tokens and you can move freely. But you pick up the shiny thing. It appears to be a highly ornate pendant. Very well made. And yeah, very, very well made and sort of very, very fine working upon it.
Did you say there was also a shield?
I did indeed, and Jens and Blob will recognise the pendant and they'll recognise the shield.
Oh, is
what
that
is it?
from the captain? Radzanasa?
Oh, it's our ship.
The
Yes.
pendant, the pendant is very much is the one that the captain used to wear around their neck, and the shield is the wondrous shield that they were, their latest creation.
Oh, and how did do I know how the captain became a blob, or is that some sort of weapon, or is this something new?
You have no idea. Like everything in this grove here is all unlike anything you'd ever seen before.
Oh my. We might have been fighting the crew of the ship. So I'm no longer yelling Radzanasa.
Well, there's no sign. There's no sign of them, but other than that pendant, which seemed to be inside the Redus. So either the Redus ate the captain, or the Redus was the captain. You're not sure.
Jens is gonna take a look around the ship and the wreckage of the ship and see if he finds anything else, any more hints of what happened, or any survivors.
Well, half the ship appears to be missing. It should be pointed out. It's only the front half of the ship there. The other half was obviously the large explosion you saw earlier. But no, unfortunately, obviously you find any missing equipment that you've already got in your backpack, but that's okay. You get your equipment and everything else. But as I say, there is so the only item other than sort of the only items you've got left is that, as I say, that pendant, the shield, which I shall.
Jens is asking anybody for help with Ventro. Does anybody have first aid or veterinary skills or combat first aid? Really, anything?
I've got healing for you.
Okay. I can help guide him to the other side.
Oh, no.
No thanks.
Take me to the other side.
Where can I find Ventro again so that somebody can try to heal Ventro?
Don't worry. You tuck Ventro inside your shirt. That's okay. You've got Ventro.
Yeah, but how do I get Ventro out again?
He's just you don't need him on the tracker as such. He's obviously always with you.
Okay.
Well, so I just healed him for 2.
Excellent. Thank you.
But is it? Where is that pendant? I'll have that pendant.
Dead, Jim.
Give me the pendant. I want to look at it.
I'm wearing the pendant, man.
It's on me.
You're a blob. It'll go right through you.
He's not dead. I can feel his heart.
I have armor on.
Very rapidly.
Are you saying that you're gonna live independent?
Negative, Benny.
What just happened?
Oh boy.
It's a negative, Benny, if ever there was one.
I hope we get to keep these bennies across sessions.
If you do that, you're gonna have to change your name to Lee.
Oh, you took the bloody pendant. Well, I'm still filling it in.
TK did, because he was afraid someone else was going to take it. Wanted the shiny. Keep it away from the blob.
TK, make a vigor check or explode.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
Should have let the blob have it.
You should let the blob have it. It's lucky. Yeah, it's lucky because I was about.
That's okay. I'm just trying to finish it. Sorry. Don't worry. You are okay. TK dies.
Look,
who's next? Don't spend bennies. I'm only joking, obviously.
I am.
That bug just hit a windshield.
I am curious about the shield.
Is all the action happening on the party sheet? Is that what's happening?
See, it's tattling right now that you're whispering to him, Himini.
Is it brilliant? That's what that extension does. Where is it? Yeah, the stage whispers. It tattles that when you whisper. Apparently, I've not seen it in action, but I thought it'd be interesting. Right, still haven't done the shield, so let's do the wondrous shield.
Oh, that's
it really should just show him.
Except Himini put his color in dark purple, which is illegible on this background.
No, that's just all. That's the text on it. It's just the text is.
Yeah, it's my.
The text is illegible.
Yeah.
Because you can see like where I took the pennant, it's purple on that too. It becomes illegible. It just depends on where on the scroll screen.
Are your dice purple? Is that the color of your dice?
No, my dice are not purple. It's
okay.
The text. Whoever created this theme,
no one took the shield.
Used a different used a text that's dark on dark.
Got it.
I need to change. Author. I need to change the purple text.
You made this theme. Oh,
of course I did.
Can't believe you didn't do it.
That's a nice map, by the way. Did you make that map or?
I didn't. I believe it's. I think this might be one of Angela's maps.
Ah, it's a really good one.
She.
Does Angela know you? Does Angela know you're using a map?
Well, yeah, she on her. She's basically yeah. It's on one of the papers. She's on Patreon and she makes some very pretty maps. I think this is one of hers. She actually goes to the effort of actually making them because Fancy Grounds is using Unity and Unity's very basically notorious for not having a good web P library, which is they've only recently got one, which is why it's only just been added to Fancy Grounds. But it's an old version, isn't it, that runs the older version of WebP animation than the new one. So she has to redo all her bloody maps just to make them work in Fancy Grounds. But she does release them as modules and stuff, so you can actually get her maps as modules. So I think it's one of hers, but it's a nice map. Anyway,
She got them
what
on
I
the
was trying
forge,
to
is
do-
she?
No, actually, I think they are on the Forge. Actually, I think I've seen their maps on the Forge. It's a shield, isn't it? It's a medium shield, and now I need to modify it.
Joshua needs to do a session on how to do that, on how to create them and what to do. He's the guy.
How to create what?
Like the animated maps and all that, and do the web PM and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not if in Fantasy Grounds, is it? He does do. Angela's maps are on it. Excellent. Yes. You're using the Crash map. That's the one you're using. It's
I
called
am using the Crash map. Yes. Yeah, I am.
Good, because I need a cave. I'm going to see if she's got any caves.
Master. Sorry, I'm just because, as I say, because I actually, as I didn't remember to create the blimmin' module before I made the map, I've just got to put it in now. And items.
Madison just texted me that she's upset that you never awarded the bennies for her reply.
See a reply.
She sent one
I
early.
apologise. Yes, but she did put the Benny Slow. I missed it in everything else. Probably because I was trying to deal with the fact that I left out the module when I was trying to build it. There's your Benny. She
said she thought that she was like, he probably thinks you're cheating again. Was her text to me.
Okay, so
because she knows how that works.
who just nicked the map? Worthington Pettigrew Trundlefoot the Fourth just took the Shield of Wonder.
Yep.
Sorry.
Does anybody else use
Wondrous shield? I mean.
No, but I don't see what the pennant does. I just wanted to see what it would do.
The pennant. Pendant.
Okay.
Okay. Does no one else uses a shield at all?
No.
I suppose I could, but I typically don't.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
is Ventro responsive now that I've warmed him up, or
no,
flowing?
He doesn't seem to be responding at all, I'm afraid.
He does not.
Okay. Do you need a healing potion?
Well, it seems that he's died. I think what I need is a shovel. So
no.
I'm gonna get to work.
Right
poor Ventro. We only just met him.
I just wasted PowerPoints on him. What the hell?
I'm gonna dig deep and like 3 feet under.
I want my Benny back.
A respectful
Benny back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm going to pray quietly in my elvish tongue for his spirit to reawaken in the afterlife. And then I'm going to put the dark dirt carefully over his body and respectfully tamp it down to give him a secure burial site. And then I'm going to weep in private.
I'm going to award you a Benny for I feel guilty for killing Ventro. But it seems that unfortunately the captain cannot be saved.
TK is like, the only way to honor him is to eat him.
That's already been done. I'm getting my PowerPoints back one way or the other.
If TK wants to dig him up as after everyone else moves
could I
off,
borrow that shield? Could I borrow the shield of wonder?
Wondrous shield.
Wondrous shield.
Hmm.
Could I borrow the wondrous shield?
Yeah, you can have it as far as I care.
Okay, I'm going to put the wondrous shield on top of Ventro's grave to protect it from grave diggers.
What? No, you don't have the shield. I got the shield.
What, the highly ornate and obviously magical shield?
Well, somebody was going to dig Ventro up. How else am I going to protect Ventro?
Well, you just put a rock on his grave. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Okay.
It needs a grave marker, without a doubt.
Okay. I'm going to create I'm going to find a big rock to secure the grave, and I'm going to find a grave marker that is colorful enough to indicate that Ventro lies here.
Okey-doke.
And then I'm going to mark the grave.
All
And
good
with that,
and proper.
yeah, I'm going to usher everybody out of the area, including whoever made that gravedigger comment. And I'm going to keep an eye on the gravedigger.
Gravedigger. You won't use all of your. You'll pay for all of your seat, but you'll only use the edge.
TK is drilling. Well, okay. As I say, everything seems to well, quieten down here. The fires are burning themselves out, fortunately. And it looks like, unfortunately, you were not in time able to save the captain, but you, yeah, you're not entirely sure what happened here, but at least you've successfully buried Ventro.
I'd like to take a closer look at one of those furry things that
Sure.
came out of the creatures. Are they recognizable as any sort of creature themselves, or?
Make a smarts check.
I am very good at smarts checks. Look at that. What's happening?
Nothing, because you've walked. Obviously, while drying tears in your eyes, you walked off to examine the nearest Ventro, which I think died over here. There seems to be a slight vibration in the ground somewhere nearby, but I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Oh my goodness, something's going on. So I'm going to slowly back up, but I draw my rapier and point where that thing was, where I feel the vibration coming from.
Oh no, it just seems to be like maybe it's a distant earthquake or something. You're not sure what's going on, but the ground's vibrating. It's not. It's very, very subtle. You wouldn't, you know what I mean. You wouldn't notice it. You think you're looking at basically looking at what you see of the body there, the fur and the markings, and the teeth, and the snout and everything. You get the distinct impression that although the one that comes to mind is it looks like it's some kind of wolf.
Wolf.
Huh.
Yes.
By the way, do I still have my eyes on the gravedigger?
I thought you were going to say it was Pegasus.
Pegasus. I forgot about Pegasus. I might have to have Pegasus. Pegasus is probably still around if you want to. He's probably on the ship somewhere, Pegasus, if you want to bring him with you.
Which character made the gravedigger comment?
I don't think they said it out loud, I'm afraid.
You don't know. I mean, it's at this point you're new to the party. You're learning their quirks.
Well, I probably would have noticed them because everybody looks totally different. So I would have been able to say, "Oh, that weird-looking creature is the one who's the gravedigger."
Especially since he's the only one that speaks in your head, and he would have spoken that in your head.
Yes. It would have probably been the Fry Crane. Who,
although it's hard to determine where the sound came from if it's conveyed telepathically.
The fire queen seems to be basically sitting over there, covered in looking a little dust. Looking a little dusty, but otherwise nothing untoward.
So is the ground still vibrating?
No, not at all.
And did that creature just pop up from the ground?
No. He's just sitting there when you look at him.
and takes a klitsch of
Picking his teeth. Okay, I'm gonna head
No,
over.
not at all. Not at all.
I'm gonna head over to Ventro's grave.
He doesn't
Okay.
have teeth, does he? He has mouth
and
blades.
notice and check
Yes,
whether
and-
He has
everything.
mandibles.
Oh, actually, no. I'll head over to this creature over here and say, "How's it going?" and check for feathers and things. Brightly
I can
colored.
honestly say there are no feathers, and TK, as I call him because it's easy to say, chick. As much as you can tell, looks a little down, as in disappointed, not covered in downy feathers.
Okay, I'm gonna check on the grave and make sure that the gravestone is still there and that the nothing seems amiss with the
As far
grave
as you can,
marker.
the grave markers there. The grave is as you left it.
Is it tilted or is it just fine?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tamp down the ground, make sure it's solid under there, and then rejoin the party.
I guess my faith won't work.
I can't remember how you identify now. I've got so used to it because obviously identify
the
wondrous
Power.
items. Category.
Go to
Is
Savage
detect-
Worlds Wikipedia and it's Pathfinder. Find it. There's
Detect
identify it.
magic. Detecting magic is an innate ability. So anyone identifying magic items requires a common knowledge roll for everyday items. More obscure items require an occult roll. So I think you could be in trouble with that, Tavis. It's an occult roll. Oh no, TK's got a occult.
I'm going to do an occult roll.
You got to get rid of that -2 for running.
I'm still running.
That's okay.
You go.
You just have to click the run button to turn it off.
Got 6.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay.
Got
where
a
is
4
it?
actually. If you take away the joker bone.
It's
So
an
what is it?
ornate It's an ornate pendant of repair.
And what is it for to ID the shield? What do I have to roll?
It was being a occult check. You'd need to get someone to identify it.
Oh. Suppose I can have a look.
Reminds me, I didn't finish.
We've
It's a
already
good shield. It's well balanced. It's well balanced.
Do we have a dwarf in the party?
You don't.
I can make
We're
myself look
upgrading
like a
Sammy
dwarf.
the shield. Is that what I'm hearing?
Someone's gonna want that.
I can grow a
thing of
fake beard
repair.
and make myself look like a dwarf if you want.
It should be pointed
Oh,
out. The
nice,
item was
Damien.
created back in the day when we still had an auto name in the
I
party.
appreciate your attention to detail.
Certainly,
make
it
heads or
is.
tails of this.
This shield is how to put it. This shield is incredibly well made. It is almost more a piece of art than just your standard magic item in your tent. There are very strange magics flowing through it that I'm afraid you're unable to discern exactly what it is, but there's definitely some additional properties above the fact that it appears to be a magical shield and offers protection. Unfortunately, you are unable to discern exactly what the additional properties are. But you have to admit that the calling it a wondrous shield does seem to be a very apt description.
So here's one thing I'm going to try. I know I don't know what I've got in any way, shape, or form, but I am going to try and shape the design on the front to mimic that of my banner.
It already is.
What?
As soon as she picks it up, it changed. That could be part of the magic Cernin's reading.
Look, wonderful shield. I don't care if it does nothing else. This is
it
stunning.
does it does appear to be
it's a
it's a medium shield. It does appear to be
it's a
offering
gold.
a bonus to parry. I'm just trying to. It's Aegis, isn't it? This is what I'm thinking. Is it Aegis? No, that's armor only. There's a shield one, isn't there? A shield and armor qualities. Armor only +1 armor. Yeah, it gives you +1 armor basically.
Oh my goodness.
That's what. So it gives you +1 armor. It also automatically changed to fit your preferred shape and design, a banner design when you picked it up, when you put it on your arm for use. And it does appear to have additional magical properties, but Cernan is unable to determine what they are.
A wondrous shield of ego boost.
But it may well be time to move on.
Yes. we're trundling across the planet right now. Anyway,
You are indeed.
and I use
So
that verb
we will all tokens
for a
to
reason.
leave the crash site behind. Now I was doing something.
I've asked it before.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I was going to say, Jens has asked before. He's going to ask it again. Does anybody know why those Imperial elves are shooting without warning and would have taken us out of?
Because they have a secret base that they don't want anybody to know about, and it's easier to kill you than to try and convince you not to talk.
Yes, and they're also they're knaves and curs.
Well,
But
yeah,
yes.
I mean that kind of goes without saying. They are
Understood.
astral elves, after all.
Is that where we're headed then? Is that the plan?
Oh no, we're not going to go to the base. That'd be suicide.
Oh,
We're just kind of going over this direction.
Up. Rick.
because they need a taste of their own medicine.
The GM, you need to get rid of this whisper thingy. Now we can see when you roll on the random encounters table.
Fine. I have no problem at all if I roll. I have no problem at all if you see I'm rolling on the randoms encounters table.
No. I can see what the random encounter you rolled.
Oh, well, result was okay. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay, that's annoying.
That's no fun.
That's no fun.
That's right. You just give us scare us what it was. Well, actually, it
Yes, I
didn't
should
show in
read-
the chat. All it showed was GM random encounter. It didn't show the results.
But I think if you clicked on the link, it would actually show you
Yeah.
the link.
Yep.
Did you just clear the chat?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
No honor system.
But we already clicked and we know what the encounter is.
I'm not
I
saying.
believe Worthington's the only one that follows the code of honor.
No, I had no idea what
I'm
it
a
is
thief.
either.
Code of monitor?
Oh, actually, that's the best. I like that. That's more
I have
interesting.
contracts. And since you haven't signed
I
a
wasn't-
contract with me, I have no obligation to or from you.
I wasn't gonna say.
That's a better
Kevin,
encounter anyway.
I wasn't gonna spill the beans.
I know. I don't. I don't. It's still. Can you see that? Can you see what it said this time out of interest, or is it
No.
invisible?
It.
No.
Yep.
To be honest, I got a more interesting encounter anyway.
Fair enough.
Mwah. Mwah.
Ooh, wow.
I'll save the other one for later. Don't worry.
Save it for later. Don't run away.
Yes.
Save it for later. Anybody remember General Public?
I love the idea of the warrior's gift. Is there any way, DOS, that you could make it editable by me so I could change it, add to it, stuff like that?
It should
Block
be.
icon, top right corner.
Is there?
It says read only, but when I click it, nothing happens.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why?
that's because it's read only. You need to. I'm not sure how to.
Well, it's showing as unlocked when I look on your character sheet.
Unlocked, huh? It's unlocked to you, apparently.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't own it.
No, you don't. Well, it should have just copied it and made it yours. So I'm not.
Well,
Not
how
sure.
did you make it? I can just make one. That'd be fine. How did you
I
make
made
it?
a power. Right click, make a power.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I'll do that. I'll use your
you
syntax.
don't
and I'll
even
create
need
mine.
to. You don't even need to. Just keep that power up, and you can drag the effects over to your power. That should
Perfect.
make it easier.
Okay, definitely worth an experiment. Thank you. Let's see.
Try and work that one out myself. So you get the power. That's the power. That doesn't give you the ability. How do you get the? Ah, that's it. You have to create power. Rather, that's annoying. You actually have to right click create power. If you click the plus button, it doesn't actually do it the right way.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. The pain.
Now I don't have a warrior's gift in my powers anymore, even though
No.
I have the.
That's okay.
thing.
That's okay. You right. I deleted it, but don't worry. I'm just trying to be helpful. Bear with me.
Great powers were revealed to me.
Yeah.
When I right
So
click.
technically, you want to change. Technically, you want to call. You don't want it. It's technically not Warrior's Gift for you. It's martial flexibility. If you want to be really pedantic about it, but I don't mind.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't misspell it, otherwise you'll end up in marital flexibility.
And now,
Older
if you open it, now if you click on the little dragon icon to open that entry, you should see I've just dragged them all in there, and hopefully you can see all the ones I've just dragged in.
I can. Thank you.
And hopefully you possibly can check. You should hopefully be able to add more or modify the existing ones. Again, as I say, I don't mind that
Perfect.
it says, yeah, yep, there you go.
Perfect.
Right, we're sorted.
I love it.
Okay. Now, what
Thank
I
you.
was trying to do was completed maps.
I will work on that later. That is gorgeous.
That one will have to do. No problem. Okay. View the map. That's yeah, that works. And then I'll turn the grid off so we don't actually need it. And then we'll be there. Close that. And I'll add all of you to in. Actually, no, I'm going to make it 100. It's too small. Sorry, guys. Delete all tokens. Make the grid 100. That's better. Then make it not visible. Opacity down to 1, so the grid's there but not visible. Make sure lock is off. Party sheet order. Using the party sheet order, are we? Which is annoying, but that's okay. Just add you all onto the map. Drag all of you, move you all to there. That's all very there. And share the map. There you are. You're riding down. Obviously, I know it looks like a bit. I know it looks like there's some rocks there that imply this is a road, but it most certainly isn't. So ignore any indications of a sort of habitation. Can I have a notice check, please, from everyone?
I think I noticed.
You make your maps.
This is one of Smiteworks' completed map packs. I have made maps for this adventure, though.
I asked because they're always bigger than my screen, and I try to always make them smaller. So I was just wondering.
Need to get a bigger screen.
If you hold down Control and then click in the map and then use your mouse button, you can then resize the map to. You can even if the edges are off the screen, you can use that to make the map smaller.
Control and drag the mouse on the image.
Yeah, control and drag the mouse on the image, and then once you've got it so the edges of the map, you get the edges of the map to a size that's acceptable to your screen. You can then right click on the map, and at 3 o'clock there's a view, and then you go zoom to fit, and it will resize the map to fit the size of the square you've just set it to.
Yeah, no, I got that. I just was wondering, just for reference,
no. I'm just explaining
what size it was.
That's okay.
Oh, I have my workaround. I tend to just drag it so I can see the corner, and then I put it in the background.
Okay.
And then it auto zooms to fits. You know what I mean? Like hitting the arrow to send it to the background. That's just tends to be what I do.
Yeah, the background thing is a really cool feature.
Yeah, and that's what I do anyway. I was just wondering because it's like, for instance, the maps on most of the all of the maps on that I've encountered so far in what's it called, Rune Lords, are small, and it seems like a lot of the maps that we play with are a little bigger. And I was just wondering how big I can make it without making it too big. That's all. I was just wondering what size.
Mm.
If you don't know, you don't know. Not a problem. I just didn't mean to derail. I
Well,
just wanted to
in
ask.
the old days, I used with Fantasy Grounds Classic. It used to be a case of the rule I used was the final image needed to be under a meg, didn't it?
Those look like compies. I hate these
Uh,
things.
As you look down the road, there appear to be small, two-legged lizard-like creatures.
Damn it.
Okay,
Cool.
what do you do?
I don't see the number of movement. I don't see my movement number. You said it would be a nice big number. I don't see it.
That's if tokens are locked.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, tokens aren't. Sorry, I clicked on the locked button just as you move. So if you try moving your token now, you should see a movement number.
Oh, there it is. Okay, good.
They were there before. They were locked before.
They were. I didn't realise. Okay, looks like TK's just bounding in there. What's everyone else up to?
Goodness gracious, TK.
You move that far.
He really is hungry, isn't he?
Is.
Why am I
Okay,
so
TK.
slow?
He's
I
hungry.
want it fixed.
That parrot didn't do him
Wait
justice.
a minute. I can move two
There
more.
you didn't eat a parrot. Like I said,
He
it
doesn't
wasn't
know
there.
that.
You
It
didn't.
wasn't
doesn't know
there.
that.
You're not listening anymore.
He doesn't know that. I'm messing with this guy.
Not
He needs to
listening
think I ate
anymore.
him.
Okay. Basically, the little lizard things look up at you.
I'm mixing paint here,
they're
trying to
up
get the
behind
right
me,
shade.
yeah. They look at you and they sort of as you approach. What do you do?
Fuck knows how you do that.
Attack.
Jens looks left and right because he's
Go on then.
paranoid.
Go for it. Well, by all means, we're not in combat yet, so I've just target one and attack it.
I guess we will be now.
We're not in combat yet, but they're all loaded in the combat.
These are the babies. You
Tractor.
see, we aren't actually in combat because Mama hasn't shown up.
That's right.
I have a feeling that you're right. Either that or there's a druid that he's going to piss off.
Hang on, didn't it happen the other day as well? Davis's game. The little babies turned up and then T-Rex turned up.
The things were being chased by a T-Rex, weren't they? And that we just happened to be in the. You're attacking all of them.
Yeah, I'm about to sweep.
Oh, are we going to roll for initiative? Are we?
If
Just
you're-
charged
if
in.
you
No,
are-
no, 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 no. No
if you're
initiative,
out-
no combat yet.
If you're out trying to get food, is this a supermarket sweep?
That is a good one. He should get a penny for that.
I will allow that one. Okay, they do basically as you land in the middle of them and sweep. They do all at the same time. Cry,
Hey, mummy!
very loud and very piercing, and seems to travel a very long way.
Oh, error.
I didn't get an error, fortunately.
Attempt to index local combatant A, a nil value.
Oh, it's probably because I haven't ID because they're. It's probably a bug with the fact that I unidentified them. You hit them all. Don't worry. It says you hit them all. Roll for damage.
That was when I was rolling for damage. Was what I got.
No, it doesn't work. It's broken. You can't.
I'm getting the error again. It's the same.
That's okay.
one.
Hold
Do you
far.
want me
Hold far.
That's what you
Would
get
you like
for
me to
eating
take a
parrot.
picture of the error, or do you know what it is?
You eating
Uh,
parrot made
parrot.
fancy
Please
grounds
send-
break.
please, yeah, I do. Do send a copy of the post a copy of the area because I will report it as a bug.
Cannibalistic parrot eating breaks the game.
So do take a picture. Got it.
Yeah, can you take a picture? I've unhidden them, so you should be able to now roll for damage properly.
Yeah, that bug was not readily apparent.
That was,
That was a pun. Readily apparent.
I found that one funny. Right, you should be able to roll for damage now.
Got it. Nope. Got another error.
Just drag damage onto each one individually. Are you doing that? Dropping a dice on them? See if that fixes
No,
it.
I was just using the targeting, but I'll drive the damage.
Try dropping
out.
the dice. That might not fix it.
Maybe Ventro's still alive.
Yeah, that
wreaking
works.
havoc
There you
in
go.
the game.
Baby Fendor dragon. Oh no! Oh, Mummy's coming.
Somebody wanted to use that sound effect real bad. I wondered why there was a T-Rex sound effect under Furious Dice.
Because we ran into one in 50 Fathoms a week ago.
Oh. A swimming T-Rex, I hope?
No, it was wasn't.
It was a lands-bound one. Yeah. We killed it.
I think I'd rather face the spiders.
Okay.
And I'm
So you
Bennying that. I'm spending
Okay,
3
two-
bennies.
Two shaken, 2 incapacitated, and 1 unharmed. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm spending bennies on the
No.
shaken
Just,
and unharmed.
no, don't worry about the shaker. Just spend a penny on the. I'm just gonna. There is basically because I'm. Don't worry too much about the. You instantly incapacitate 2 of them, and you've shaken the other 2, and now I'm starting combat, and then you can next turn you can do more if you want to do anything to them.
Okay, then I just lost 2 bennies, but that's cool.
Oh, I'll give you 1 back.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No, I think I
Okay.
spent 3. I don't care. It's fine. I was being hasty. It's fine. It's all good. I got a ton of them.
Basically, Mummy and Daddy are on their way. Worthington, you're
Daddy?
first.
And Daddy?
Yeah,
Come on,
Mummy.
man.
It was a family, Mummy and Daddy.
Oh boy.
They're not very big, are they? The
yeah.
tokens for T-Rexes.
Yeah, I think it would make a bigger.
I think I got the size wrong. I need to check that.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're like little baby. They're baby
Yeah.
T-Rexes. Just stomp them.
I
want to be scared.
Because I think I forgot to size them correctly.
Is anybody pumping our jokers this combat?
Pumping what to jokers?
Yes.
How many?
Pumping.
I'm getting ready to do that. So.
Okay.
So I really don't see any need to.
7. Yeah. Right. That makes more sense.
Did I hear that noise?
What noise?
Is the ground rumbling like Jurassic?
You mean that noise?
Yeah. And is Mortimer hungry?
Size 7.
His stomach sometimes make noises like that.
Size 7.
There you go. So
I'm trying to work out why it's made them so bloody small.
Friendly units.
Bring up Lone Wolf. He'll tell you why.
Powers are.
You're only here because he stopped turning up.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
Proof level headed for everybody.
Why is the combat tracker highlighted like that?
Who stopped turning up? Lone Wolf?
Those are targeted.
Yeah.
It's Worthington is targeting people with the. It's just showing Worthington's targets, so they're blue.
Thank you.
If you click on a token, you can. If you actually middle click on a token on a map, does it work for players? They go pink. Yeah, it does.
Yes.
If you middle click on a token, you'll see that it will highlight that whatever you just middle clicked on in pink on the combat tracker.
Got it. How do you
You don't.
Then I am going to. Can I? I can already boost their run speed.
Oh my, they're on the map.
Most everybody does fighting, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But toughness might be better for
does range weapons, do they?
Not yet. I'd like to.
I've got daggers, but they're throwing, so that's athletic.
Okay.
I'm going to do my boost trait anyway when that crud.
My battle and try and boost everybody's. No, my battle's going to be 6, isn't it? So I will just leave it at that.
With 2 actions so far, so anything that requires a dice roll will be at -4 right now.
Well, that would be my third action, so it'd be at a -6.
No, first action, no penalty. Second action, -2. Third action, -4.
Oh, I thought it applied across the board.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, I
It
thought
does across the board. But what I'm trying to say is, it'd be -4 for 3 actions, not -6 for 3 actions.
Unless you got other penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. I got confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It does apply across the board. I was just explaining how the penalties stack up.
Yep. I'm a dingleberry.
Badly.
You know what? I will risk it.
The easiest thing is make sure it says 3 actions down the bottom where it's, before you roll any dice if you're multi-actioning. If you're going to do 2 actions, set it to 2 actions. If you're going to do 3 actions, set it to 3 actions before you roll the dice. It's the easiest way to do it. Then Fantasy Grounds does it all for you, including running and things like that, you see.
Here's a hint.
Oh, he got the 8. He got the 8. He pulls it off. Oh, jeepers creepers.
Testing everybody.
Yes, you are testing everybody. What was your original roll for, though?
I'm giving everybody +2 to their fighting.
Okay.
But let me find that power again.
The tests you just did
So
on everyone.
that's
See, only
trait
I'm
+2.
almost I'm beginning to think I might turn off fast tests. I think it's a nice idea, but it causes more chaos than it solves. I think most of the time.
Yeah, doesn't it sometimes put a icon next to the player? Anyway, doesn't matter. So that's fighting +2 for 1 round.
Fighting +2 for 1 round.
Okay, let's do that. Fighting. Don't move the combat tracker yet. Fighting +2. 1. Okay. It doesn't apply to you, does it? Only applies to everyone else.
The answer to that testing is to not target when you're not testing. Like he was making a roll just to
No, I
see
don't
what would
disagree, but I'm just saying. But it's at the same time he had to target everyone to apply the effects. Don't get me wrong.
but not
What
to
I'm trying to say
roll.
is, yeah, agreed. The trick is to remember to remove it before.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone's got their +2 fighting. Okay. Now you can end
Everybody's
you
got
can
+2 fighting.
You're determined to get me copyright comments all through this adventure, aren't you?
That's a
Do
parody
you know how
right
much
there.
paperwork I have to fill up?
You can't get strike for a parody. I mean, you can, but that's just because
you will because it's all automated and they don't care, do they? Anyway,
yeah.
Is Mortimer doing anything?
No, because yeah,
No
but
problem.
I mean, we're looking around to see if we can see the T-Rex, but they're behind a tree, just peeking out from the edge of the tree. Hello.
Okay, Cernan.
Well, you gave me a bonus to fighting, and the first thing I'm going to do is cast a spell. So
Doesn't matter. It lasts until the end of your turn, so you can use it as a multi-action if you want to, in terms of a defend or something.
come, there's the button I'm looking for.
Sha-la-la-la.
Dagnabbit. Let's Benny that. And this will be AP6. Wow, these are tough little buggers, aren't they?
The dragons.
I killed 2 of them. I shook 2, killed 2.
Well
I
then.
think I shook 3.
Okay, these guys are a little tougher than I thought they were. Everybody pay attention, be careful, and I will then back up.
Mommy's arms.
Is there any such thing as
T-Rex.
as ready for an attack to like prepare for them to close on you? And
yeah,
then
go on hold. You go on hold.
and can I move and go on hold, or do I just
No.
go on
No.
hold?
You go on hold,
Okay.
and you can do that. You can do that on the combat tracker. One of the players will tell you where the button is, but it is there somewhere, or they'll know how to do it. But
When
you
it
just go
gets
on
to
hold
your
if you want
turn,
to.
there's a little the little
is.
circular icon. You click on that, and it puts hold down the bottom of the combat.
Drag, clear, little circular icon.
Yeah, it's only when it's your go.
Which
It is
you
my
do.
go.
Right, so they're
Or
down
you
the
just
bottom of the
tell, or
combat.
you tell me you want to. Oh, go in for it. Sorry.
Down the bottom
Well,
of
I'd
the
like to
combat
be-
tracker, there's a little icon at the bottom.
at the
Looks
bottom
like
of the
2 little
combat tracker.
arrows.
Got it. I'm on hold.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh, we have cards. I forgot we have cards. We don't have cards. It looks like there's a baby dragon turn.
Okay. It is baby Fendor dragon. It is shaken and it remains shaken, so it's just wailing. Second one is recovers from being shaken. Attempt to bite you, TK, and misses. And the third baby Fendor dragon recovers from being shaken and attempts to bite you, and misses.
Bite who?
The baby Fendor dragons.
Biting who? Me?
Yeah, they're fighting
Why?
back. You killed 2 of their siblings.
Murderer. Right, I'm going to do a boost trait on myself.
Okay.
I've done now. There you go. The power.
Indeed, that's fine. That's the whole point that you do.
Yeah.
You literally, yeah.
Who's the most dangerous thing here? Dinosaurs or their babies? Tixie Click can take care of them.
Did you mean to boost your fever? Out of interest, did you mean to boost your thievery?
Is it thievery?
Yes.
No, that's the wrong one. Oh, hang on a sec.
The time has come,
TK
the
is the
warrior
most
said, to talk of many
dangerous thing here.
things. Of shoe as ships, spelljamming once, of biddies, flying things. Travis. You can tell which one's daddy and which one's mummy, can't you? Because mummy's always bigger. Right, was that meant to be athletics?
It was not meant to be athletics.
What was it meant to be?
Oh, hang on, it was meant to be athletics, yeah. Yes, it was meant to be athletics. Sorry.
They won't, they will, they will, won't, they won't the bennies fly. They already did. Okay, so you've improved your athletics, which I've just done for you.
The fucker. And athletics done. Done it for me. Was it athletics or did it set to thievery?
It was set to thievery, so I manually changed it to say athletics. That's why I was
Fix
asking.
that.
So now you have a D12 plus 2 in athletics.
Good. So, I mean, how much? What are the toughness of these things? 15 or something, wasn't it?
Which things?
These big
The
monsters.
babies.
Big
You're
two.
fighting the babies.
I'm not fighting the baby. Dixie Click's fighting babies.
Oh. Dixie Clicks.
I'm going to just see what happens when I throw a dagger at these. When I throw
At
a
that
dagger at
range,
this.
not at long range, you're going to throw a dagger at them. Okay, I suppose they are large. Okay, you hit.
I need this to be a raise. I need everything to max out. I need 1460. No, I said 1460.
It
Fantasy Grounds is
bounces
not
off its
listening to me.
hide.
Gonna waste one more penny and just.
Jens has got 15 of the daggers.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that didn't work, and then I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Down there.
Make a notice check, Blob.
See, that's what I wanted for the
Damn, you
damage
get the
roll.
sixes.
That's what I wanted for the damage roll. The thing is cheating. Oh, sorry, I'm just testing the dragon smarts.
Doswell's testing a new extension today.
He's
Limiting
chesting a new
damage.
extension, is he?
The limiting damage extension. I'd like that too. I've got some players that need it.
Didn't need to.
There's a parrot up
Okay,
there looking at me. What's going on?
TK.
I'll pass my turn. Oh, you did it for me.
Yes, I did. I tried to keep the fight fast and furious.
I
and
was
fun.
talking.
I know.
There's a parrot.
I know you were. Don't worry.
I know you know. You could hear me.
All right. Do the parents see me?
Did okay.
Can you see the parents?
I do.
And they
I
could
see
probably
w-
see you.
All right. Well, I look at them. I look at this Fendor dragon.
Wait, let's have a not overlapping then.
And I say, watch this. And I'm going to kill all three of these things right now.
Oh, this could get interesting.
All right. Sorry.
They kill their babies.
With conviction.
Oh, he's using conviction. Oh my word. You get very messy very quickly. The rest of you could probably stand back and just watch this, you know. I think you can all guess what's going to happen next if he pulls it.
Splat.
Okay. You got one more roll. You made them very angry. Oh, look, I can eat Buzz.
Well, Buzz is going to fly to me now. That it's safe. Buzz is going to fly to me now that he's safe with from the sweeping.
He's got a pace of 6, yeah. You can't run when flying, don't forget.
They won't be able to hit him. Large versus super small.
I know. Which one is that? That's Mother? Mother's very angry.
Fuck her. She's a dinosaur. Or a dragon. Someone passed my turn.
I don't recall. I don't think I did, but it was possibly.
It's okay. You know, there's lots of other targets right there.
Yeah, but the other targets haven't just killed their babies.
For all they know, the other targets are non-combatants.
Well, this one's coming in this way anyway, and it's going to get to there.
Ah, time to
First
attack.
strike.
First strike, and if you want to come off hold, make an athletics check. If you want to act before it does, but do your first strike, and Jens, you get to make an athletics check.
Okay. What does the athletics check do? I'm curious.
You're basically, it's an opposed athletics roll. If you roll higher than its athletics, you get to interrupt it. If Okay, are you happy with a 6? I'll be
No, I'm
rolling.
not. I'm not happy with the 6.
By all means, Benny it.
Did it re-roll? It didn't re-roll.
It did. Are you happy with it? Are you happy with a 10?
I didn't see the dice. Sure. Yeah, I'm happy with the 10. Wait a minute. Why is it only a? How come it didn't re-roll? I don't. Am I at -4? What's the B6 mean?
It meant you rolled higher on your wild die than on your athletics. So your 6-sided dice rolled a 6 and then rolled a 4. Because you get the best of the two. Yeah.
Good enough. 10 is good enough.
Okay. 10 is good enough. I'm got a 9, so you will interrupt it. In the meantime, Sergen uses his long sword, but it doesn't penetrate the hide. However, at this point, you get to interrupt, Jens. So I'll take you off hold, and you get to act now. So basically, as the Fendor dragon comes running towards you, you get to interrupt. What do you want to do?
I want to target it first of all.
Be my guest.
How come I'm not targeting it successfully, or am I?
Got to select your own token first.
Okay, and then control click. Oh, I'm targeting Cernan. That doesn't make sense.
Right, okay. I've got an extension on that. If tokens overlap, when you click on one of the tokens, it should put up a little menu, and you click the one you actually want to target.
Oh, got it.
So
okay, now.
Yeah.
Let me try again.
Yeah. It stopped because Fantasy Grounds is very interesting.
Hello. Sorry, I was AFK.
If you want, I can do the targeting for you. The other way to do it is you can target using the combat tracker, which is a bit more tricky. It's okay. I got it. There you go. You are targeting.
Okay. Yeah, I need to learn how to do that. I used the menu, didn't seem to work. So now I'm doing combat. I'm doing 2 actions because I think I have an ability that allows me to do that. I've forgotten what it is.
You
improve 2-weapon fighting. Now, do I put 2 in the actions thing in the bottom left corner of the screen, or do I leave that at
No, you not. No, you don't, because
Okay.
you don't
doing it
have
naturally?
to.
Dude,
Okay.
the one you want to take right now is Giant Killer.
Oh, what I was gonna do. Thank you for mentioning that. I was gonna do, and then tell me if you think Giant Killer's better. I was gonna do Mighty Blow.
Yeah, that'll help too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Mighty Blow.
You need a Joker to use Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
well, Giant Killer sounds
good. You've got improved level-headed, so your
Which
chance
does
of throwing
what?
a Joker goes up.
Yeah, so let's do Mighty Blow, because we'll just see. That's what I was thinking. Giant Killer could be good. What does Giant Killer do? Is that strictly better, or?
Bonus to damage if it's 3 sizes bigger.
It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed damage every time you roll for damage. Whereas Mighty Blow, you only get
Killer.
it if you. Yeah.
Giant Killer. Thank you. We'll go Giant Killer. I won't get to do that very often, so I'll do Giant Killer. So I'm going to do 1 attack at a time, correct? 1 for each hand?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so
don't
here we go.
forget ambidextrous if you don't have it.
I don't have it.
Okay, that's a good point. I need to make a slight change. There you are. It's okay. It's fixed. Off you go. I'll put offhand penalty on for your Sai.
Okay.
And,
Oh, I should have done the. I should have re-rolled the other one. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, you hit
I'm
and
gonna
you hit
spend
with
a
a raise.
penny. I'm gonna spend a
Be my
penny
guest.
on the first one.
Spend a penny and re-roll. No problem at all.
I don't see the dice. Kind of weird.
Hit with a raise.
Okay, that's good. I'll take both
Okay.
of those again.
Okay.
So damage for the first one.
Beginning of the heroes, you get plus 1d6 damage, and it targets 3 sizes bigger than you. So let's just give you damage plus 1d6. Giant killer. So I think that will work. Roll for damage.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Oh, something's going up. 8. How did we do on that one? Unharmed. That's
It didn't. Hold up. It didn't do it. So let me roll an extra dice for you. Maybe I should have done X, or maybe it should have been extra. Oh no, then it will roll extra. I can't remember. We'll just do it manually. It's okay. So you did. Okay, no, 14 points of damage won't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay, be my guest.
For the damage. 15. Unharmed. Oh, is there another die coming?
Roll an extra d6. Yeah, roll an extra d6. Just roll it off the table. Just roll it off the table.
I think I did. Did it do it?
Got to be on the chat window. Drop it in the chat window.
The chat window.
Chat
that's
window.
okay. That's okay. I've done one for you. Okay, I'll make that 20 points of damage. Sorry, 20 points of damage. That will shake it and wound it. Now you can roll for your other attack.
Okay, other attack, second attack coming up. And I'll roll a d6. That looks pretty. Or did you do it already? Unharmed.
But that's unharmed. But roll your extra d6 because that was the raised damage. So you get an extra d6 on top of that, which gets you 14. That probably won't do anything. No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pennying that damage.
Okay.
This might be better. That looks a little better. And then a d6.
Yep. Go for it.
Extra
2d6. And your raise die too.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. I'll do that for speed.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
11. Okay, so that's 24. That's another 24. Bloody limit, heck.
Boom.
Whoops! I moved the map by mistake there. Let's try that again. Let's drop that. Damn it! What the hell happened there? Right. There's 20 points for the. It was 21, wasn't it, to shake and wound it the first time, and then the second time.
24.
24 damage. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like they may need it. Let the bennies flow. I think you're right, Rigger. They may well need it. Okay. So, Fendor Dragon spends a Benny and soaks the first wound. Fendor Dragon spends his second Benny and soaks the second one.
Ew.
Okay.
Was the second one only 1 wound or 2?
Second one was 1 wound as well. Apparently 24, which I strike is very strange. 16. I'm going to test that out.
Yeah, 16 and 24. That should be 2 wounds.
17, 24.
17 and 24.
It's a raise. It's a raise. It's only 1 wound.
But he's got AP 1, so that 17 would be a 16.
Point taken. Net result is a wound on the dragon.
I didn't understand why, but what's AP?
Armor penetration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on. He might not have AP.
Yeah, how do you know I have AP?
Because it showed it on the initial damage roll.
Yep.
Or attack roll.
AP plus 1.
Yeah, damage roll.
Get it from somewhere.
Oh yeah, side damage AP plus 1. I apologize. Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting that.
Don't worry. It should be automated. I'll work out what's going on with. I can't remember. I'll work out how to get the extra damage working next time, but we won't worry about it at the moment. But it did have to spend 2 of its bennies. It is shaken because it's wounded, of course. So I'm going to spend one of the GM's bennies to unshake it, and then I'm going to I might bite you.
What? Isn't it intimidated?
I feel like a quick nosh.
Why?
You dodge to the side as it tries to bite you. Okay, Sargon, you're up.
Hey,
Shadow dragon bit me.
okay, dude.
Okay.
Before my turn ends, I say, Ventra, save yourself. Looking up on top of the rock.
Is this thing big enough to quote unquote ride?
Right?
More
Poor
not
Jens
like
has been a
riding.
rough. Poor Jens has been a rough session. I think the GM needs to follow Shane's rules on GM economy and let the bennies flow. They've got tons. They're just
no.
not using them.
So
Is this something that I can basically like get up on?
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's 30 feet tall.
Okay. Which case the first thing I'm going to do is going to be attempting to get onto its back. Athletics.
You wonder? That would
Now
be
there's
opposed athletics rolls. Yeah.
there's a cavalier for you if riding a T-Rex.
Fuck is wrong with this
And that
thing?
is +2. Okay. I'm calling on Freerunner to boost it, so I'm gonna pay that.
That's really interesting. If I actually have the dice hovering over the chat and you spend bennies to re-roll, it takes my dice away.
Okay. It didn't include the. That should be a 7, which I will take as acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough. It tries to throw you off, but it's not afflicted. Why it didn't
Kick off
apply
one
the
leg,
nice one.
kick off the knee, up onto the back, and then
He's riding the
let's.
TUX, baby.
I will do Giant Killer 2.
Have you got the code in yours to do it?
Sorry, what was the question?
I'm just curious if if you've got the code in your version to actually make it do the extra damage.
No, because I didn't take Giant Killer. I'm putting it in now.
Yeah, putting it in there.
The question I got, I'm gonna
It's
try
going
to
to be
see if it's
extra.
automated or not.
Let me try something different for you. Is it extra damage? I can't remember how extra works. I'll have to look it up.
Where was I? Oh, Giant Killer kicked off on it, and then can I get close enough to target its eye or something like that?
Probably not this round. You're probably somewhere on
Okay.
towards the lower haunches, but you can clamber up it next round, yes. If it doesn't throw you off, of course.
No, that's fine.
You can still stab it at the moment, but obviously I know what you're trying to say.
Do my move thing, and all right, we will stab away with great joy. Do I still have him targeted? Yes, I do. So. Hit with raise and raise.
Undocumented features. Oh no, not videos. I don't want to look at the videos. I want to look in the.
I'd say Giant Killer worked with the automation, unless you put something else on me.
Oh, brilliant! Okay, that makes my life a lot easier.
And right,
that makes my life a lot easier. I didn't realize he'd hard coded that one.
Since size can be a value on it, I figured there was a decent chance he had. I think I am going to make him distracted with my stunning fist. And then I hit him for that first hit with a raise and damage. He soaks it.
But he's out of pennies.
And then for the
Out of
regular
pennies.
hit, which did not
He's
include
also upset. I
soul
think he
knife
might be
for some
upset, so
reason.
I think I'm going to have to play it again.
Morty, we're gonna feed you in a little bit. I know. I can hear your tum tum from here.
Still wouldn't shake him or anything. Let's try Bennying that damage. And the giant killer. Nope, that's worse.
Hey, you do need that sound, Kevin.
Right?
You do need that sound.
I do need that sound to it.
That'll be everything, I
Hamster
think.
squeak.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have to find one, won't I? I'll have to find the one and find it. Okay. Is that
And
is that
that's the other thing that you can do is you can make a sound for each of those creatures in the bestiary if you were looking for something for Savage Pathfinder.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, I'm planning
Screech!
This is me for the record.
The hell was that?
That was a scary screech. Didn't you hear it being announced?
Yes, I need that sound real bad.
Fuck yeah!
Disconnected, but
I think you just chased someone away.
I just dropped by mistake.
Oh, is that
I've
you?
got my
Crew. I get to go. Oh, maybe I get to go first.
Saga gets to go first. I don't. On the Ace of Clubs, I don't think I'm beating that.
This is what I get for giving everybody fucking improved level-headed.
All right. Well, that's probably gonna be an issue.
2 bennies, and the best I managed to get was the 10 of clubs.
This guy is really tough.
Because we've nicked all the other cards.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I need the other one. Other power.
I should ungroup.
If somebody were to spend a Benny, you're really bound to get a Joker, and do it before he does.
Try to relax your anus.
What?
I'll
Good
spend
Lord.
to get a card. I'll spend a Benny.
Yeah, just pick up the Benny and drop it on your card in the chat. Damn it!
Okay.
I don't
Do it
think
before
that
he
came
does.
from Sirenscape.
It didn't change it.
It means the card you got wasn't as better than the card you already had.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see your cards in the tracker.
I'm still at the bottom of the combat. I'm still at the bottom of the combat tracker now.
That's where we want you to be.
There we
Someone
go.
just got a Joker. Someone just got a Joker.
I saw you dropping those bennies, Kevin, and I was like, nope, that's not going to happen.
That means that we all have to get manual bennies.
All right. Worthington can go, but anyone else, I am challenging on interruptions because I'm in the middle of acting.
Now, go ahead. Finish up your round. I'll go next.
Well, turn. Whose turn it is move? That's what I was saying. All right, so I'm going to try and get up on his head. Do I need to make an athletics check?
You gonna
I
do?
give up.
Stop it! You're wasting all your bennies.
I give up.
Good though.
Why is that dinosaur shrunk?
I have no idea.
And he's been spouting bennies left and right.
Yeah, their bennies are also dinosaur poop, and he was constipated.
So, what is the penalty for a cold shot to the eye?
That photocopy.
Somebody's having too much fun. Someone's having too much fun with Discord noises. Stop it. It'll be minus 6. Small.
A Tyrannosaurus has a small eye?
-4. given its size, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Small arms.
I can't believe how many bennies I went through to get enough to still be at the bottom of the combat tracker.
Where was I? Right, targeted him. Cold shot to the
Anyway,
eye.
we need the fight to end, so just let me eat TK. That's what I'm
Frenzy
asking.
stab.
Ew.
Oh, I'm not at the bottom. That's why it's not showing up. What did I get? Didn't target him? Why didn't it target him? I have him targeted. I don't have him targeted. Alright, let's Benny that since I have a crap load of Bennies.
16.
And I forgot to target him.
You rolled a 22 and you forgot to target him. Right.
I'm pretty sure that is a hit with a raise. And
So,
a hit.
yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. So first damage.
Hang on. I've got to take 4 off those. Then there's the size bonus. Because you didn't do the minus, it doesn't show the -2 on those, but I don't think it matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hit and miss basically.
Just a hit or
Hit
hit
with
and a
a raise.
raise? Okay.
Hit with a raise and 1 miss, but don't forget the +4 bonus for the cooled shot.
Yep.
Imagine it's probably your best bet.
So, oh, whoops. Number 2, isn't it? That's number 2.
Yeah.
All right, we will drop that on him. Did that apply? Did he become vulnerable?
It froze up there. It didn't, but I'll do it anyway. There you go.
There we go. All right. And I grow my blade as I stab it in the eye.
It didn't because obviously everyone moved the combat tracker around, so you're no longer the active participant.
Going it right through the brain, right?
Let's
Well
have an
done.
athletics check. Let's have an athletics check from you. Because you're 30 feet off the ground as it dies. To roll with the fall.
Oh, it's
Oof.
definitely -6 to hit an eyeball. It's a bit off the ground, isn't it? Big
Well, no,
dinosaur.
he was riding it.
Oh, you naughty boy.
Easy.
Okay, so he rides this collapsing Tyrannosaurus Rex to the ground as it dies.
He slides off the tail.
Violently.
Now Mummy's going to be angry.
Daddy,
Okay.
that was Mummy.
Oh, now Daddy's going to be really angry. Well, we might go,
No,
thanks, I've had enough of her and leave.
That was the male. It was small. That was the male. Worthington, you're up, sir.
We've got the +4 damage.
Let's start by spending a point of conviction. Why want to spend?
All I wanted to do was eat TK. It's not fair.
Well,
I'm not saying you
I guess
can't. You just got to work for it with
Oh,
the other one.
But no, everyone had so many pennies, they just go from card up to card and moving down the tracker. It's not fair.
Aww.
Once I said that somebody's bound to get the Joker, you started spending pennies like a motherfucker, and that's when I was like, okay,
Level-headed on like 5 or 6 people. Yeah, someone is bound to get a Joker because that is 15 cards around.
You try to see what
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards remaining in the combat deck, and I didn't get it. I didn't get and one of them was a Joker, and I still didn't get it with 6 pennies.
Ouch. Well, that's your own
So
fault.
there were 11 cards in the deck, and after spending 6 pennies, there's only 5 cards left. Oh well. Anyway, go for it. You go trundling up with your lance leveled. And again, no one's targeting today.
Do I need to re-roll?
Well, you didn't target him, so I don't know if you hit or not with a 20.
I'm just not sure why my targeting him disappeared.
Okay, so the 20 let's get. I can work it out with the 20 now. You see, because now I know what the modifier is afterwards. So a 20 became a 16, so you actually got a 22. So it doesn't make any difference. You've hit with a raise. Roll for damage. Look at the cards I got: 2, 2, 2, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Almost sounds like a poker hand you got going there.
Yeah, it was a good game. Good, as you say, a good poker hand. And I thought I was going to crit fail my soak roll there. So I'm just sending my dice to jail. Right. I've only got one Benny left. You see, I need some decent rolls. He's not dead. He's taken 2 wins, but he's not dead.
Not dead yet.
No. Okay. He's out of Benny's though, and then you ride away because he's wounded and shaken. Okie dokie. Who's next on the tracker of trackerness? It is Jens on the Ace of Diamonds.
Okay.
Quick question: is Ventru in charge of the Camarilla? Don't worry about it.
I got it. Don't worry.
It's an old person's role-playing game joke. So not that you're old,
Old
Kevin.
person's role playing. Ouch.
What does it take for Jens to close with the dragon? Do I have to take 2 moves?
How far is it? Well, move your pace, and if you don't reach it, you have to run. You see,
it's 8, so I think I need to run. Oh, maybe I don't need to run. Let's see. It doesn't ever show me the numbers.
Just drag
yes,
your
it does.
token. It will
It's
try
just-
to move your
it's just-
token.
I just can't see it on my token. That's all.
It won't
Is that
be
how
on
in
your
that-
token. It'll create a line.
Okay, I got it. I just couldn't read it because my token's dark.
okay. So
Can I attack
click on
from there?
click on options. Click on options. So you got the options screen up. Yeah. Third option down, active. Third option down, active character. Can you see? There's a circle. Like it says color active character.
Okay.
Clicking that, it brings up a color box. You can put whatever color you like in there. That will be the color of your arrows and the numbers inside your token mover going forwards. So you can make it much easier to read. So I won't accept your move. So if you drag your pointer again now, I'll cancel the move. But
you can't do purple though. Just so you understand.
It looks like you've gone back to black again. Sorry, you have to click on it. I always forget that. You have to click OK on the color option.
Oh, okay.
Cancel that because I always forget that myself. So you pick a color and you have to hit OK after you pick the color, and then it should change it. So now if I drag it out, can you see that number easier?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
There we are. So there you go. You're okay now. Right, you've closed within fighting distance of it. So and you have it targeted. So go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to do the double attack again. So go to combat, and I will attack with the first weapon. And I still have Giant Killer. That does not look very effective. I think we'll throw a Benny on that one. Ugh. And let's try again. Oh, hit with a raise. I guess I'll take that. And then the second attack. Oh, 8 hits. I think I'll Benny that. Try and get a hit with a raise. Which I didn't do. Uh-oh, running out of Bennies.
That's okay. It's the end of the session. Yeah.
Okay. That's good enough. And then I'll do the damage for the first one. Now there should be pluses. Yeah, I guess I'm not doing that extra die. There should be an extra die in there somewhere.
Oh, you are now.
Giant Killer. Oh, I am now. Okay.
So I think I've given you the edge, so you should be doing it.
No, that's the hit with the raise. It's not. It's still not adding it.
Yeah. That looked weak.
What?
Yep, it's still not adding it because that's just with the raise right there.
That's better.
Yeah, but on that first one, well, on the second,
Yeah, but he hit it, and he hit with a ray. So the first one wasn't wrong. I don't know. It seems to be working for it. I'll have to look into it. It was definitely it's working. It's the same. Anyway, it's 2 wounds. He's killed. It's
okay. Fair enough.
I know what I'm trying to say. It's the same code as for both the characters. Why it isn't working for one and is working for the other, I don't know, and I'll have to have a play later. Okay, you basically Jens goes in. He's a whirling, cascading, a mix of blades and everything, and blades and slashes, and
Splitting, slicing blades and pokes.
Indeed, the T-Rex roars in pain, but it is after it's taken 4 wounds, but it isn't down yet.
No.
Oh yeah.
It gets us to Sargon.
Mama, I'm in fear for my life. What? You need to get him, Soggy.
It's not going to live long enough to do anything.
Sargon apparently does not trust Dawes.
Get him, Sargy.
Are you going to try and ride him?
Sargon's been this turn, hasn't he? Actually, it's TK. I'm forgetting. Sargon went
true.
first, and then yeah.
All right, so Buzz is going to go and try and distract him.
Chomp.
Nice knowing you, Buzz.
And
you can't run when flying.
Hey, Ventra, are you watching?
So he's going to just try and taunt him by buzzing around and dancing and making lots of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And TK is not running, so I'll close that off. So I guess this would be an opposed roll from Buzz.
It would be, yes. It would be.
Ready? Come on, Buzz, open up. All right. So he's going to roll his notice roll to see if the T-Rex notices him. So what would that be? Notice is smarts, right?
You're trying to distract him. Or
Yeah.
make him vulnerable, yeah.
I'm going to make him vulnerable, but notice is what? I didn't, because he wasn't, it's not
okay.
Buzz's turn.
I'm going to make it athletics because it's going to try biting at him. So, yeah, you succeeded. Oh, you got a raise roll on the creative combat table.
Nice.
Yep. So, creative combat table.
You need to share it.
Yeah, you do need to share it if you don't have it.
Well, it's in the tables list, but I can share it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can do it. I can find it then. Table, creative combat. Got it.
Yes. Now he can run. Now Buzz can fly away.
well, no, Buzz moved his entire movement to get there, so he can't get away.
Right, but the foe is shaken, but he was already shaken, but he's also vulnerable at this point.
Oh, you want to make him vulnerable, do you?
Yes.
Vulnerable he is. Okay, over to you. Okay, what's TK up to?
TK is pouncing with his Githka.
Okay, go for it.
Frenzy.
Pouncing, Githka, buzzing, dragonfly.
I think that's a hit.
Yeah, I think that's a hit.
Not looking, but
Mit einreißt.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Look at this way, Doss. you used up a bunch of our resources.
Indeed.
We spent a bunch of conviction just to fight these things. But
Well,
to be
yes,
fair,
indeed. Okay.
we'll be out of
With
it.
that, with a very humanistic sound, the second Fendor dragon goes down. Vento flaps over and lands on Jens's shoulder.
Ventro, you found a
Covered
way
in
back.
stone dust.
I'm so happy to
Sorry?
see you.
Said he's covered in dirt and dust, stone dust.
No, not at all.
So TK's gonna take some teeth and some mementos here.
Okay. Well, you've got plenty of meat if you want to carve it up and
Better.
add it to your supplies.
Oh yeah.
Goes better with mementos.
And
But that's, I think that's where we shall leave it today, with the sun, with the hourglass slowly setting on the horizon, and Jens and Ventro basically talking quietly to each other in the corner. We shall leave it there.
Ventro, did you learn from Buzz? Were you watching?
is TK able with that survival to take some Fendor dragon hide to make himself a little bit of armor with the 12 survival roll?
I was about to say, make a survival check, but you've already done it. Most certainly, yes. You could take enough hide to get someone to make you some armor out of it. Most certainly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did.
Is the Autognome playing still, or?
No, with the auto we've lost the Autognome, I'm afraid.
Yeah, because he could have used that pendant of repair, right?
I know,